All right, we're live for Monday nighttime. It's the late night Monday stream. It's 1:22 a.m. in the morning. We're right on time. How's it going, everybody? We're a little bit early actually. Ooh, let's turn this down. Man, I was listening to some Nine Inch Nails. I want to listen to Nine Inch Nails, man. I don't listen to this. Wish we had some Nine Inch Nails. We can't play that, though. We'll get demonetized. Let's see. Let's jump over here and start putting this live stream together. Ah, there's the iPad. The iPad shut down because I had it unplugged. Oops. All right, so that's back open. Low battery. Yes, indeed. It's time to choose a new rare candy, which is always a lot of fun. I thought I'd show you guys some potential candidates and have you guys be part of the choosing. All right, we had a nice thumbnail here. Go ahead and grab, we need this. Ta-da! It's a Monday nighttime stream, and we've got cheap Dragon Ball, cheap EB2, a couple other cheap items, and then our normal items. So this is going to say, hot new rare candy break. Jumbo, Charizard close. What else is close? The, well, I mean, the Garchomp is close. Live Cardshop. We got multiple breaks that are very close. All right, let's grab this. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. There we go. I got sneeze. What the heck? Woo! Ballers to the Moon says, got my package today. Thanks for the Chinese newspaper. Alex says, hello, mister. One of my Pokemon girls came. I finally owned the Pokemon Sundown bottle. Still smells like 95 vitamins. I'm always sneezing over here, man. What is up with that? Oh, man. Now the roof of my mouth is itchy. Crazy, bro. Bless you. Aw, thanks, ballers. Whew. We're going to jump here over to the live channel. I think Mr. Alex probably posted it already. All right, we're going to jump over here as well. Mr. Alex, maybe don't ping the Discord so quickly. Maybe ping it after the updates have come in, you know, so people can see the title. It might not matter, actually. I guess it probably doesn't matter. All right, let's see what this is again. All right. Yes, NGC. I've sent them some metal coins to grade, so they received that today, and they're saying they received it. That's nice. You do it so fast after that, I don't get to, lol. All right, yes, but then again, if you post it to the Discord and there's no title, then it might actually make people less interested. So there's a conflict there. Ooh. So we've gotten rid of the star spot in the Garchomp. That's good. That means that there's fewer things diluting the loot table. 1 in 11 odds, that means 1 in 11. And we're at 6, so there's 5 spots left in Garchomp. Garchomp has been a slow mover. I thought Garchomp was going to be super hot. It's a combination of a cool Pokemon and Cynthia. I thought it was going to be like, you know. It was not. It was a slow one. This is, of course, the clearance break. It's 2 out of 6 now. That's nice. So we are in the business of picking a new rare candy, and there's so much to choose from. So let me show you some candidates. I feel like I'm missing some cards. I looked all around for them, and I could not find them. Did you see Gears coming to PlayStation? It's also coming to Xbox. The original multiplayer is in it. Oh, so like a Gears remake. They already did that one time. Gears 1 remake. Yeah, they already did that one time for Xbox. I guess it would be a remake. Yeah, they're trying to squeeze every penny out of that franchise. It would make a lot of sense to release it on the PlayStation. PlayStation players maybe never played Gears. It was a great game. Gears 1, 2, and 3 was very good. But, you know, hopefully they make another title. It's very strange. It's kind of like Halo releasing on the PlayStation. You know, that is truly an Xbox title. Xbox owns the rights to that one. And so the idea that they're releasing on the other console too kind of shows you that Xbox lost. They failed in the console wars. They're throwing in the flag. And now they're trying a whole new strategy. They want to be a software company, which I guess Microsoft always kind of was a software company, so I don't think it's a big deal, I guess. But that's too bad for Xbox, huh? Competition. I want Gears 2 and Gears 3. How much to ship 2 boxes of EB2 sealed? So, if you're wanting to hold 2 boxes, it starts to get a little heavier at that point. And let's say you're shipping exactly 2 boxes and nothing else. No slabs, no bag. Still $9 to do that. 2 boxes, no bag, no slab. But let's say you want 2 boxes, a bag, and a slab, or just 2 boxes and a bag or whatever, right? It's going to be $15, okay? Because it gets more complicated to ship those. They get heavier. All right, so we got a couple candidates for the rare candy. Here is Baseball Hat Pikachu, Charizard, okay, 151, Bubble Mew, always popular. We've got Espeon VMAX, always popular. Here's one we've never offered before, Alt Art Mew. So here's one. Okay, graded by Tag. The Crown Pikachu, that's an option, maybe. This Pichu is an option. I noticed him. I thought he was cute. Here is a lovely Tyranitar. The Mewtwo, which I don't think has to be a rare candy. Greninja, really fancy. Galarian Moltres. Here's the one you probably ought to do, Lugia. The Lugia's got my vote like twice. Like 2 votes for Lugia for me. And I think the Gengar VMAX is too expensive, isn't he? Let me double check him. He's more like a Mega Break now, isn't he? Let's see. The Lugia is my top choice. He's just so cheap, and he's from 2022. I like him a lot. Okay, Gengar VMAX. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Scoop, scoop, Scooby Dooby. Dooby doo doo dooby doo doo. Scoopy doopy 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 doo. Yeah, I don't think you guys would like the Gengar VMAX. I mean, it's possible to do them. Let me get a real price going based on taxation and a profit margin. Okay. Divided by 40. No, he would be 41 spots. I think the Gengar, once you hit 40 spots, it's too high. 40 is too high. This guy is officially a Mega Break. I'm going to write Mega on him. I'll write it up here to let myself know next time. This guy, he could be a Mega Break, but he can't be a Rare Candy Break. He's just too expensive. All right, he's just too expensive, I'm afraid. This is a fantastic one as well. This would be a fast one, actually. Pika is the way. Let's take a quick look at Pikachu. He comes out of a recent set. He's from 2024. He's not that old at all, actually. All right, let's take a quick look. Because last time I checked, price on Pikachu had fallen quite a bit. Pikachu. Pikachu. 238. All right, let's take a quick look at Pikachu 238. Are you ready for this? I want some fast-paced music like Pikachu's doable. Yep, Pikachu's viable. You guys could have Pikachu if you wanted. I think Moltres is too cheap, maybe. So Lugia and Pikachu are options. I would probably still do the Lugia. Lugia is actually out of print, everybody. So let me take a look at the Pikachu. Divided by 40. He would be 28 spots. The Pikachu would be 28. Lugia would be probably lower than that. Let's see what the Lugia goes for now. Lugia 186. Oh, yeah, this is, hold on. Is this right? Oh yeah, Lugia's the pick, guys. This is the one. You guys, I should just choose for you because I know you guys will go in different directions. It's because of the price. The price on this Lugia is very good. It's a nice Lugia Alt-Art, and it's very good. This is overpriced, in my opinion. Mewtwo's going to be too cheap. There's this very lovely, he's a vintage Tyranitar. Espeon's always popular, but I'm going to be honest. The price on the Lugia makes me think that is the direction to go. Now, there's 151 Charizard. I know a lot of people want that card. Let's take a quick look into the Charizard real fast. What's his number? 199. How much for that Mew? This Mew is probably not going to be for sale. He was in my break box. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby Buzz. All right, so Charizard is doable. In fact, he's easier than the Pikachu. I don't know. I feel like Charizard keeps getting reprinted, and there's probably going to be so many of them, but he is actually doable. We could have a Charizard break. He would be easier than the Pikachu, the Crown Pikachu you saw. So these are all possible, but I am strongly recommending the Lugia. I think the Lugia is the smarter move. And then Gray Felt Hat Pikachu, which has been pretty popular. Let me take a look into Gray Felt Hat Pikachu. Jesus, dude. I don't understand why this card costs so dang much. Here it is. This Pikachu would be probably about 29 spots. So he's about 28. He's about 29. He's not even shiny. This is not a shiny Pikachu. So, but people want him. People want him bad. I don't know. Let's vote. So here are the options. Let me have a quick look into the Tyranitar real fast, because we might as well have a quick look into him. He's a vintage option, and I don't know. He was just laying around, so I found him pretty fast. Oh, yeah, he's a cheap one. How cheap is this card? Is this card, like, really cheap? Oh, yeah, he's not too bad at all, actually. So, in terms of cost, I'm going to organize them by cost. Are you ready? So, Tyranitar's the cheapest, followed by Lugia. And then after these two, it's this Charizard. And then after this Charizard, it's this Pikachu. So these are organized by price, and then this Pikachu. All right, so there's 5 for you guys to pick from. Too cheap. Greninja, huh? Let's take a quick look. Does anyone feel like the Greninja? We're picking the new break, the new rare candy break, everybody. This is important. This is a skill, picking a good break. Setting up a break that makes people happy and makes sense in the market right now. You don't want to just break anything. All right, give me a moment. So the Greninja is possible, and he ranks here between the Lugia and the Charizard in terms of pricing, right? So these are organized by price. All right. We're not going to do Mewtwo. He's too cheap, I remember. Mew is a weird one. Do you think anyone wants this Mew? I feel like no one's going to go after this Mew. You know why? We had a Mew break, and it took forever. And I feel like the reason for that is because people are probably a little fatigued on this artwork, because we've done a lot of these breaks. Here's a little vintage Pichu, and here's an Espeon. I feel like we've done this break before. This one is a tag slab. This one we've done too many times, I think. I'll only buy into Tyranitar, Van Gogh, Pikachu. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 cards here. Most expensive on the left, cheapest on the right. I want to hear everyone place a vote. Okay, place just one vote. I don't want any more votes than that. Right after Apple Bets. Apple Bets the last message. So everyone say one card they want. You can't vote twice. Can I send Solana to open packs? Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Apple Bets. I'd be happy to do that. So Lugia, number 6. This one? You got to say the name. Greninja. That's 4 for Greninja. Greninja 5. Lugia is now 3. I personally am a fan of the Lugia because of the price on him. So you got Lugia. Okay, it's really boiling down to Lugia and Greninja with a little bit of Tyranitar in there. All right, Lugia is the best one from my perspective, and I'll explain why. Because it's from Silver Tempest. That's really old. Silver Tempest, that's Sword and Shield era. That's the previous era. So we've got 3. Let's go open up a poll now. Now, what's interesting about this one, he is the cheapest. To tell you the truth, he's so cheap, he could probably just be a Pokeball capture card. All right, we don't need him actually. So he can actually go up in Garchomp's place. It's possible for that. Oh, I think I had one other card that was supposed to be up here. Where'd he go? Right, this card right here, Sabrina's Gengar. I forgot about that. That's actually supposed to be in the pile. All right, just received some crypto. We didn't even look this up. Jim Gengar, 94. Oh, no, he can't be done. No, he's insanely expensive now. When did this card get so dang expensive? Boy, I used to have multiples of this card. I wish I had kept them all. Unbelievably expensive. Oh, my God. That's amazing. So this card's gotten very, very, very expensive over time. What happened with this card, man? I don't know what happened. So this card is strictly a mega break. All right, mega up there. Let's see. Where's my big sheet of stickers? How many cards can you slab away? It says, as graded. You can only slab away one card at a time. Those are the rules. Those are the official rules, but occasionally I let somebody slab 2 cards if I notice they're very fast at paying them down or like the cards match or something like that. But the official rule is 1 at a time. So we're going to say big breaks. Okay. Open Apple Bets packs. Apple Bets packs? Oh, my eyes are so itchy. Can I get 2 vintage Fates Collide? Oh, you want those Fates Collide packs, huh? Here those are at. So we got these 2 for you. I'll let you open them right now because it's such a fast little thing. Okay, let's just knock this out, guys. He wants to open these 2 Fates Collide. What's your name, Mr. Applebets? Do you want me to just put you down as Applebets? I can just put you down as Applebets. Not a big deal. Oh, with the Lugia in this pack. Hey, that's a nice pack. That's a hit. Pretty straightforward. Good. Okay, hope that grade's 10 for you, okay? Damn, Sabrina's Gengar took over Blaine's Charizard in that set. Really? That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I guess that card is like... Blaine's Charizard's good, too, actually. That's what's so interesting about that. He's not a bad card. People like that one. Okay, Brexton again. We've pulled 3 Brextons now. It's very crazy. Brexton. Nice centering. All right, so Brexton and Lugia. How much for the 151 Charizard? None of those cards you saw were for sale. Those are only for breaks. We are. All right. So that's Apple Bets. Thank you. It's nice to meet you, by the way. Apple Bets. This particular Rip and Ship channel is well known for hosting all kinds of breaks. We do breaks. Why do I host the breaks? Because one day I sat down and I did a mathematical analysis, and I realized just allowing people to do custom booster packs that contain the 10 slab already was much more affordable than opening the packs. Because there's a lot of math involved with your odds for a PSA 10 of like a chase card, and those odds are terrible, terrible. We were doing math on ChatGPT and showing formulas and stuff, and yeah, it's like ridiculous the amount of money you'd have to spend to naturally pull a PSA 10 Lugia. Really difficult to do that. So we started offering breaks on them, and that's where this channel seems to be going. Doesn't seem to be slowing down. We just finished doing Evolving Skies. A lot of people just lost $40 per spot on the Evolving Skies. But you know, it would have been worse if you had actually just opened Evolving Skies boosters. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this poll going. Give me a minute. Poll time. Item order during the daytime stream. Will you be doing those? Yes, sir. I will be taking care of all of those. All right. So we got Lugia and Gray Ninja. Alejandro Martinez. Looks like we already did that one. Oh, well, no, we did not do that one. Yes, we are waiting to do that one. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. It was just queued up, which sometimes that means it's already been completed. In your case, it's just that we were waiting for the nighttime stream to arrive. For Kevin Vu, for the daytime, you can put it in the Mega Sub. Yes, the Mega Sub list, Kevin Vu. I'm going to do that right now for you. Okay. Apple Bets Pokemon's the way to go. I used to open a lot off you a couple years ago on my Fortnite Focus channel. Fortnite Focus? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you're hanging out again. Can you believe we're approaching 100,000 subscribers? It's pretty wild. It's been a while. 6 years. So Lugia is pretty far ahead. I think we can end that poll. Lugia is going to be the winner in this case. Greninja goes into the breaks box. Yeah, I like this Lugia so much. He is such a beautiful card. Not a lot of great Lugia artworks out there. All right, so just give me a moment here. Spelled that wrong. So what I do now is I actually restock this Lugia. That's how this is working. Excuse me, hiccup. Oh my God, here, let me run a filter. All right, there we go. Japan. Okay, here it is. So, Mr. Lugia. I'd argue a small man staring at Lugia's giant butthole isn't that great of an artwork either. All right, let's see. Now, what are you talking about, dude? That's awesome. So this comes out to 21 spots. Perfect. That's not even a large break. Let's grab the sleeve. That's a smaller one. That one's easy. Well, it's not easy, but it will fill much faster than that 35 spot break. Okay. What we doing tonight? We just chose our new rare candy break. How nice is that? It's going to be, once again, Alt Art Lugia, because he's is such a great price. Lugia got cakes. What you mean? There it goes. Okay, there's the rare candy symbol, and he is good to go. Cool. Aquapolis Lugia is number 1. There's not a lot of Lugias out there, you know. There's not a lot. Now, it is time to start working through those daytime orders that we weren't able to finish. Let's start with Alejandro Martinez Jr. He says, a Japanese heat wave. Let's get the Typhlosion. So let's get 4 of those heat waves for you. 4 heat waves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fortnite Focus. I remember the name. Here it is. Let's snip this. Fortnite Focus. That was a long, long time ago. That was a real long time ago. Ready? Hold. Ah. I organized 7 Beckett cards in Discord. I think it's more readable. There we are. Ooh, caca. I wish I knew how harness going on so I can play what do I need to do get on? What? There we go. Yeah. Man, this music's so cool. That's some Minecraft music, by the way, if you don't recognize it. Minecraft music. Walked for 3 hours. Nice. Karis and I went for a walk. We went for a walk in the Haha Tonka Park, and it was so beautiful. It was really beautiful. We're going to bring a camera with us one day and record it so you guys can see it. But what was really cool is we were really heading there toward the end of the operating hours, and there was no one there. We were the only people there. So we had the entire park to ourselves, which is kind of creepy almost. Because, you know, it's a national state park, and it's surrounded by people. So, I mean, it's very easy to go there. So to be the only ones there, to have the whole place to yourself, very weird. Very weird feeling. All right. So, that's done. Rena Fulbright. 2 electric breakers. Now, these are Japanese? Yes, 2 electric breaker Japanese. Been offered from my guy to get these restocked. Oh, by the way, we have this Quest sticker break for Vaporeon. It's Population 4. A truly very rare card. That is a Vaporeon 4. I don't know how many people might be interested in that, but you're just not gonna see that card very often. I own 3 of the 4 of them. 2 Crimson Haze. 2 Crimsons. Where'd I put those? Crimson Haze. Do I need a new box of Crimson Haze? I believe I have to go get a new box of them. Oh, no, here they are. I found them. Okay, good. Mother's Day weekend, can't buy Pokies. Mother's Day. Oh, mother dear. Oh, mother dear, see here, see here. 1 Black Flame Japanese. Let's see. All right. Oh, I had a crazy mom myself, man. Put this here. Let's see. Please and thank you. I have a bag. So this is for Rena. Okay. Ooh. After getting our workout, I made soup for us. I made a bean soup. I'm really good at it. Oh, this is the end. Let me skip this one. Good. All right. Beans. Black bean soup. I made it with black beans, onion, garlic, a leek. Have you ever cooked with a leek before? They sell them. Zucchini, tomatoes. There it is. Zucchini and tomatoes. And then I had a lovely sausage as well. And what I did was after all the vegetables had kind of cooked for a little while. That sucks. Ooh, but you got kekleon. After the vegetables are all cooked for a while, they're all mushy and soft. I took a hand blender and I blended it into like a creamy stew. So it was very creamy beans. Oh, and there's cilantro, and I like cilantro a lot. And then I dropped the sausage back in. It was just really, 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 really good. All right, let's see. Ugh. It's like a vegetable soup with the yummy sausage. We had that with steak, so it was like double meat. Drop the sausage back in. Like baby food. Yeah, it's kind of like baby food. That's fair. Francisco Cruz. 5 more. Glory of Team Rockets. You got it. Mr. Francisco Cruz. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I don't want you guys to go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let's get those likes up. Smash that like button. Did you guys know that this break, the Lance's Charizard break, has only 3 spots remaining? This is 3 spots away, and then it's over. 3 spots away, and somebody gets a Lance's Charizard. So that break is quite close. This one's 5 away. This one's 4 away. We have multiple breaks that are real close to the end. Oops. There it goes. I had a Chicago deep dish for the first time. It was too much cheese. It was horrible. Really? I've heard about those. The sauce goes on top, doesn't it? Something like that. And it's like this special pizza because it's a Chicago deep dish. And I don't know. Yeah, I kind of agree. Every time I've seen it, I've gone, doesn't look that good. You know, I feel like places like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, they've sort of, I don't want to say perfected, but they've sort of created a concoction, a pizza concoction that generally sells very well because it's intoxicatingly delicious, unhealthy, and really a snack food. But they've kind of cracked that formula already, and they don't do deep dish. So every time I see deep dish, I go, that can't be that good, right? All right, here you are, 2 ARs out of those 5 packs. That's not bad. 1 slice is good, though. It is a lot of cheese. It gets even a little cold. It's no good because it's a brick of cheese. Ugh. Deep dish isn't pizza. Fight me. Yes. All right, time to rotate. Are you ready? We're rotating now. Let's show off this gym break. We got one person in this gym break. $30. It's Ball Toy. Ball Toy. Lycia's Appeal. We've got Flareon. We got Mickey Mouse. And he's like falling over and can't get up. Let's get some slabs up here. Okay. So, that's a pricey Venusaur priced on $425. Hey, here's a Mudkip. Snorlax 9, $35. Here's an old Golduck. So some of these guys got to have updated pricing. You know, $425. Well, this one, well, these are actually mostly fine, I feel. $425 is not that long ago. Jonathan Lewandowski, Rayquaza break. So now that we've started the Lugia, I do not know what this guy will want. Whew. What are the box breaks? The Rocket box break has been canceled. That one was receiving no attention. But this one is going. This is Brilliant Stars, and there's 6 spots left in it, and then it's over. I gotta turn this music down. All right, there it goes. I like Minecraft music for the ambient music, not music that's really, you pay attention to it. All right. Trump is reopening Alcatraz. I heard about that. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, it seems kind of like... So we talked about this kind of stuff before he even got elected. And I said, it costs a lot of money to have prisoners in California, New York, Chicago, places where the cost of living is high, right? And I said what they should do is they should pick a middle of nowhere state like Iowa or something and just build a big prison there and then just outsource everyone else's prisoners to one state so that the cost of taking care of that person is very cheap. You know, so California can save actually a lot of money sending all their criminals to Iowa to go to a big prison over there. And so this is just a way to save money. But instead, he's opening Alcatraz. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, so now we got Raul Batista. Rayquaza break. Mr. Raul. Anyways, those are my thoughts. That's my take on it. Let's take care of Mr. Raul now. Doesn't make any sense to me. Open up G-Bay. Let's get Harold and Kumar. EB2 in English comes out this Friday. Really? That would be a set that I'm not hyped for. All right. We also have Kevin Vu, which we took care of. Miss 6, shipping the Rayquaza. Okay. 666. Miss 6, she's super happy. All right. Okay. Printing this label. All right. How many spots does 6 have? I think she had 1 spot, dude. She had that glorious 1 spot. Okay. Let's grab this. Mister, if the future Pope wants Alcatraz, let him. Oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh. I mean, I like law and order, but I do not like wasting money. What about you guys? You guys like wasting money? I hate it when the government wastes money. That's my tax money. So, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Should be open. If you want to open up a new prison, like a new federal prison, you should open it in, like, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Montana, and just pick some, like, chunk of land that's in the middle of nowhere and just fill it up. Send everyone over there, because those places will be cheap. You know, open it in California. And the craziest part is people already go to Alcatraz for, like, tourism. I read an article that says it generates, like, $60 million in tourism. You're going to shut that down? It's just bad business. I think it's a vanity project. All right, so. Doobie. Dylan Chan, One Box of Sneaker Bunko, Volume 2. One Box of Sneaker Bunko, Volume 2. Yes, we have tons of this, like 17 cases of it. That's a lot of cases. I like spending money on food. I get beat most of the time, but when I win, I win. Apparently butter is popular in prisons. Brandon and I are foodie buddies. There we go. I want to be a foodie buddy. Can I be a foodie buddy? When I'm president, then it's chicken chalupas for everyone. Hell yeah, dude. Chicken chalupas. If I was president, it would be mandatory card collecting for everybody. I've been to Alcatraz. It's beautiful to sit in those old cells. Alcatraz is only capable of holding 300 prisoners due to the small size. Yeah, I just don't get it. You know, like, I love the idea of a president coming in and building something, maybe something like impressive. You know how you heard, like, China's opening that tallest bridge in the world? That's cool. What are we going to do, like, open Alcatraz? Come on, dude. But I think it's a vanity thing. I think he wants to say he did something, you know. I really did something. I opened up Alcatraz. Oh, all right. There you go. I don't like money wasting. I don't like it. Okay. Snip. And snipping this. Snip. All right, Mr. Dylan. So as you know, with the Sneaker Bunko set, the box toppers are really important because sometimes the box toppers include very, very sexy girl cards. You can scratch your way out of the place. Now the sea salt eating at the cement. That's crazy. Here it is. Yep, doesn't make any sense. Who knows? Maybe he'll change his mind. All right. Here's girl with blue hair. Ooh. Yeah, a little Minecraft playing. Do you guys want to... Man, we need to have a karaoke option. Jukebox option. Jukebox should be on the menu. That's it. I'm going to go over there to the extended menu. We're on the secret menu. And I'm going to add something to the secret menu. Right at the top. Jukebox. $3. Play your music. Some limits. All right, so I'm adding a $3 option to play to change the music essentially. Here, there's got to be some rules. The number one rule: it cannot be a song that causes the stream to get blocked, and that seems to happen when the song's like really, really popular. You know, like a super famous song. So any songs that are super duper famous, if you play it in stream, there's a good chance they will block the stream from being viewable after it's done streaming. Any video game music should be playable. So we'll have a $3 jukebox option for now and see where that goes. Here we are. Maybe we'll have 2 tiers. Let's make it 2 tiers. Player music, video game music. Hold on. Jukebox. Songs that demonetize the stream. Boom. So there's two options, a $3 option to play video game music and a $15 option to play songs that we know will demonetize the stream. You're not allowed to play any song that will cause the stream to be banned later, because if they ban the stream, it will be very sad. People like to watch the streams. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Drug addiction is something that will never go away. They arrest a drug dealer, there will be another one to replace them, a never-ending cycle. I agree that drug addiction is like one of humanity's biggest problems, but you look over in Asian countries, and they've largely solved it. Not 100%, but they've done much better than we have in the West. And I think that's just because, to be honest, I think it's because their rules and the way they deal with it is much stricter. I think that's about it. The government just doesn't tolerate it. All right, there we are. Like I heard about the Korean guy who was in that Squid Game 2. He was the Thanos, right? He was a lot of fun. He'd apparently been ostracized or sort of rejected out of celebrity status because he got caught smoking weed or something. And that was enough to like ruin his career, or just make him kind of push him out and make him quiet and go away. And then so getting into Squid Game 2 has sort of revitalized that career. But it was interesting to read about that, how severe it was for him to just do something that we would consider like, yay, we're all happy for it over here in the West. So they have very different cultures, very different perspectives on those kind of things. So we are done with the 6, and we were opening this little thing for Mr. Dylan Chan. Dylan Chan. It did not revitalize him, LMAO. He's still ousted. So there you go. So now it's funny you would say that, Tammy, because I only briefly read that, and I'm not really up to date on that kind of stuff. So you coming in and saying that confirms that he, in fact, is still sort of, he's still, like, damaged his career with doing the taboo thing of having weed. So it's very interesting. They don't have as much of a problem with drugs because they just don't tolerate it. All right, we have a Joshua Ramos. Ship 2 boxes of EB2 sealed. You should have my address. All right, 2 boxes of EB2 sealed. You got it. We have a much more relaxed point of view on it. And maybe that's the right way to be. Maybe Korea's too wound up. Who knows? But the whole issue with the drugs is this is a sad one. A lot of people are hurt by them, especially because people who did not intend to do fentanyl end up doing it because you got these drug makers who are lacing everything with fentanyl because it's like a cheap high, you know? It's cheap for the producer. So it's a real serious problem. Two EB2s. Goes. People were mad that he was in Squid Game 2, and you might have noticed he was never in their promotion. Wow, that's very interesting. All right. Yeah, very strict over there, I suppose. So, now we've got our good friend, Danny, say no more. Slab away Charizard VMAX. You got it, Charizard VMAX. Aha. Lovely card. I have a big bag already, says Dylan Leafstorm. You ever find the One Piece? Monkey Luffy? Oh, right. We got to find that and drill it. So you're here. Yes, let's do that next. All right. He has paid for drilling, guys. And I say, let's give it to him. Okay, Mr. Danny, I'm jumping over here. The Slab Away channel, Mr. Danny. Now, Mr. Danny, it says you have one, the Tag 9 Dragonite. Oh, you already finished that one, of course. I just never took it down. 210. And how much did you send in? You sent in $56. So that would mean $26 are being applied to the slab. So 210 minus 26. You have $184 remaining. Boom. All right. $184 remains on that slab away. I can't ever find the One Piece. He can't find the One Piece. What's this? Okay. Putting that away. I saw some the Cardconomist slabs up on Probstein, by the way. How fun is that? It's really cool looking. So we have Joshua Whipple, Slab Away Stadium Nidoking. Let's get that done, because that's also from the daytime stream. So let's just get that done real fast. Stadium Nidoking. Where did I see him? He didn't go back down in that box, did he? Oh no, I can't find him. Well, this will be perfect. If we have to go hunting for him, we can hunt for both cards. You put him off to the side. That's good. I put him off to the side, you said. Like to save him for you? Are you sure? Because I don't see him. When you say that, is it because you ordered him? I believe he went down in the box. Ah, all right. Time to go on the hunt, everybody. Get comfortable. All right, so we are hunting. We're looking for two cards. We're looking for Nidoking, and we're looking for One Piece Luffy to be drilled at the King's request. Ugh. I just pulled yesterday, finally, a big God pack from German Prismatic? Was it like Guten Tag? There's a Nidoran. Okay, Nidoran's cool, I suppose. Not to say, but during the end of the stream, you put a pile off to your right. To my right, huh? Okay, so I believe we're in the right direction. Charmander, Halo. Oh, I bumped the wire and it doesn't matter because we have a Wi-Fi stream. How funny is that? Okay. Here we go, guys. The great slab search. Oops. Here's a couple more. Larvitar. Larvitar's nice. I like that Dratini no rarity symbol. That's pretty cool. Okay. German. Oh, found him. So I found the Nidoking. You want him in Slab Away? He's pretty cheap. So he'll be a $10 Slab Away. And then how about that Luffy? We still got to find Luffy. I didn't see him. Look at these cards, man. So many cards. Crazy. Oops. Ivan says, good morning, everyone. Hello, Mr. Ivan. How are you? We are hunting for a Luffy because he has been... Ah, here it is. He's been sentenced to drill. No! That's what you get for smiling too much. So, Joey Albrecht, you still want to do that? You want to drill that? You want to drill that Luffy? Is that right? Yeah, he's a gift. I just don't get paid this week, so I want to get it before it gets bought. Okay, well that's no problem because the Slab Away fee is much smaller when they are $150 or less. So let's go in and create this for you. Let's see. you would be placed about right here. I would say May 25, Joshua, Whipple, Nido King, 150, 120. No. How much did you? Yeah, that's right. 120 remains. Okay, Joshua Whipple. Good. Mr. E, last comment, very educational. Uncle Mike says, America ranked 5th and Japan 6th in unalive rates last year. Does pressure to compete overwhelm certain countries? That's really sad. If you guys are ever feeling sad like that, don't ever let yourself get to that point. Go have like a cookie or a wee chug or something. I don't know. You know, music, go for a walk, talk to someone, hang out in someone's live stream. You can come over here and just talk. But, you know, anytime I'm feeling genuinely bad, I'll, take a nap, listen to some music that fits the mood. Yeah, I don't like to hear that. What do you guys think is the solution for that kind of stuff? So a lot of people don't understand how hard life is. There's people who live in a total bubble. And the bubble, the bubble just feel great. They're like, yeah, life is good. My dad's got a 401k I'm going to inherit. And, I look pretty attractive and I've got a good job and I got a girlfriend or I got a boyfriend and the future's looking up. There's people whose lives in total tatters. And they're like, I'm ready to quit playing the game, Not good stuff. Not good stuff. All right. Seek help. All right. They call depression a disease, All right. I think I suffer from boredom. That's what gets me. Boredom gets me. But when I was younger and more poor, it was definitely just regular depression. Oh! Oh, it's dead! The drill died. It's dead. No. All right. Okay, so I guess what we have to do is recharge the drill, Mr. Joey Albrecht. I don't know how to do that because I don't know where the charger is. I have not gotten the charger out for that drill since we moved here. So I have no clue where it's at. Let that sink in. That is a drill that hasn't been charged in 2 years. Look at a little swirl. Luffy got lucky. He lost the charger. Did the card underneath get affected? I don't think it broke through. So, Luffy is still alive. He's the one that survived, the one that lived. Joey Albrecht, we will have to drill him a little bit later because I do not know where the charger is. But based on how long that drill lasted, probably needs about 2 seconds of charging and it can just go off again, I'm sure. Just smile, Win. Luffy's stronger than the drill. Luffy survives a drilling. This time. All right. You have to tune back to the next episode. Go. Okay. Lowering that to 35. It's a Ruby Sapphire English card. 40 is actually not an unreasonable price for this at all. Okay. So. So now we've got Daniel Wiseman, Rayquaza VMAX Altart. Okay, Daniel Wiseman was trying to jump into that as well. The drill's no good anymore. The battery went bad. Definitely let off an awful smell. There you go. That familiar drill battery smell. So all these guys have 40 bucks. Okay. Look at that. If they all jumped in to the Lugia at the same time, it'd already be 4 spots up. Isn't that wild? But I don't know what their wishes are. But here's the new rare candy break. It's the Lugia Altart. Beautiful card. English. I have 40 credits from the Castle break. Can you add me to the Team Rocket pack break? Yes, sir. All right. He's going into the vintage pack break. There it is. So wait, how far along is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots deep. The vintage rocket pack break. He's talking about, not this. He's talking about this guy. Good. Beatrice Mona is going to get spot in the Lugia. Yes. Yes, you can. We need this baggie back. So this is back in action. And when anybody like oysters? I've eaten a lot of oysters. They're pretty good. Here's Glaceon, Umbreon, Iona. Uncle Walt told me. Okay. What's next? I'm deathly allergic to oysters. Are you really? That sucks. So the daytime stream, guys, you should have seen the daytime stream. It was really crazy. Here's Mr. Omar Batui, and he says 4 triplet beat, 4 pokey shuffles. Omar Batui. So we're 1 hour into the nighttime stream, and we're low on orders. The daytime stream was so busy, I was running at full speed for like 2.5 hours, and then I had to tell people to stop ordering. So I'm really tempted to extend the duration of the daytime stream to like 3 hours at this point. We are, because that is really becoming a big thing. You got Petrarunt. Wow, that was really easy, actually. Petrarunting it up. There it is. Mr. Omar. Do. Kind of the smallest Diglett roll. Hung like a cutie fly roll. What do you guys think? Hung like a cutie fly? I'm probably the guy who likes Petrarunt. It was a crazy daytime. Mister will never starve because he will literally eat anything. Well, that's not true. I'm not that crazy. Ow. I have my limits. For example, if she tells me to go ahead and eat the groceries, but I see a little bit of toilet paper down there, I'm not eating those groceries. Here's Pikachu, and here's Professor Oak. Ooh, that's a nice coin, isn't it? How about that Pikachu? Let's get a price update on Pikachu. All right. This is going to say Japanese base set Pikachu. All right. Did I type Pikachu? I typed Pillachu. I gotta stop doing that. Pikachu. Good. I don't get it. Why did it not return what I'm looking for? God, dude, I hate eBay sometimes. Let's sort by highest price, maybe? Ah, there it is. Well, that's no rarity symbol. Oh, there's a no rarity symbol Pikachu for sale. Whoa, there's a no rarity symbol Pikachu 10. And it's 8,500. Wow, that's tempting. But that's not what we're looking for. All right, here we go. Here we go. So the cheapest one appears to be 500. Let me check sold. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah, so this Pikachu's been going up in price because he's been selling. All right, so what did I say? What did I say was the latest price? Did I say it was like 500? It's interesting because we priced him in April, right? But actually, what that price, that age right there might actually reflect end of March. He's 500, is that right? One moment, guys. He's a pricey card, so we gotta get that price right. Yeah, so he'll be 500. That's great. I feel like he's actually potentially a good break. Yeah, he's a break card for sure. You forgot the triplet beat. Oh, the triplet beat, you say? Let's go get him some triplet beat. Let's get him off the table. We're going to save this guy for future breaks. Now, triplet beat. Yes. Where are we storing triplet beat? It should be over here, but the question is, can I find any? And it looks like I will not find any. We didn't run out of that set, did we? You know, it's weird. I thought we were running low on that one in particular. Let me go looking. It looks like we need a fresh box of triplet beat. Whew. I think this is Black Flame. Oh, yep, that's Black Flame. You know, we might be out of it. Let me check out here, okay? I'll be right back. Haha! We were running out of it. We were running out of it, so I brought a fresh case. How nice is that? Shazooey. Okay, Mr. Omar. Ready? Oh, yeah. Ooh. One, two, three, four. Triplet beat, everybody. Great set. Hey, what's up, Jugraj? 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 Nice. Take a look on the menu, guys. We got those moving sale items for sale. If you see something you like, try opening it. The EB2s have been incredibly popular. Those have been flying. Dedenne. All right, Mr. Omar, no luck. The groceries taste like doo-doo. Groceries? Oh. There we go. Very nice. Very good. So let me get this straight. Just buy PSA 10s of cards out of print, and I can be like you one day. You could be like me one day. Woohoo! All right, Omar. Cards out of print, huh? There it goes. Now, that's it. We have no more orders. You put the wrong person in the vintage Team Rocket break. Ooh, let's take a quick look at that. We put Raul Batista, right? And you're saying that that was not right. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh, you're correct. It was Gregoria Panetta. Good catch. Good eye. All right. Oops. What the hell? I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Gregoria Panetta was the guy who said that. Oops. Nice catch. Night, night, mister. Have a nice night. Good night. All right. So it's just me and it's just you guys. We can talk about anything you want. We can talk about your most intimate secrets. Here's a couple interesting things. We got a couple Fates Collide left. These are $48 a piece. A couple Fates Collide at $48. Yeah, a couple of those have sold, actually. Mr. Applebets came in, and he bought some. And here's some Ancient Origin. Well, should I sell those? Ice Bridge is almost done. OMG. There we are. We got Miss Tammy still playing Minecraft. We got to get some people in that world. Ancient Origins booster box. What I love most about the Ancient Origins booster box is how cheap and affordable it is. So, we're going to offer these for sale. These are going to be $97 a piece, which is a ridiculous price. So, we might as well offer them as a break at some point. All right. Cheap and affordable. You basically have to pull out a slab away for these. Can me and my wife play on the server? Possibly. Possibly. We are looking for some people who are experienced. Let's say that. They're real experienced with Minecraft. There it goes. All right. You got it. In other words, you got to send us a resume. $24. Cream Siege. Fates Collide, $48. Just a couple of these left, and then I'm out of them, to be honest, guys. Oh, no! I want to join the Minecraft server. Hey, Perez, I'd be happy to have you join. Yeah, you're welcome. Basically, we just got to share the code with you. If you want, Tammy, you can share the code with anyone in the mod chat. Any of the mods are allowed to come in and just play around, goof around. I'm a Giga noob, but my wife's a pro builder. Pro, you say? Oh, my, I'm getting sweaty over here. So we do have an order from our friend Eddie Mendoza. I think you forgot my order from the end of the daytime stream. 10 Nikkes. Really? Okay. Let's see. 10 Nikkes. Yeah, that was messy, wasn't it? There were so many leftover orders. Let's see. 6. What's this one? Kevin Vu, Raul Batista. We're going backwards, okay? Rena, Ivan Rodriguez, Luke Laurie, Cole Rifflard, Eddie Mendoza. 10 English packs. I believe we did that one. Because your order, 10 English packs, was then followed by Cole Rifflard, who bought a pack of the Fates Collide, and his order was real bad. So let's just grab your stuff real fast, and I'll show you what's in your bag. So you got all these hollows back here, and let's see, did a little slow bro. Okay. Toss that there. Nice little signature. Okay. You got this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. I'm just showing you everything in your bag in case you see some stuff you didn't recognize before. There it is. But I thought we did open that. Mister, what makes you a high-value male, and when are you going to buy a Lamborghini? It is. Well, I have my $300 Casio watch on. A high-value male wears a $300 Casio watch. This is a 3-figure watch. I'm a high-value male. All right. I'm level 30 in Skyrim fighting the dragon in the portal. Almost done with Skyrim, then I'm going to play Oblivion. Didn't he pull that signature today? Yes, but I think he did that earlier. He ordered 10 packs, and I'm pretty sure based on the order in his line, we did actually fulfill that. Because Cole Rifflard was after him, and we fulfilled Cole Rifflard for sure. Okay, Mr. Mendoza. I got you into 2 packs. What do you think of that? Because you got so much stuff that you need 2 bags for it. The code gives them visitor access, not member. You should have the ability to turn them into members. So you should have the ability to give them the right to do stuff. Oh, man, my drink is empty. How do I drink so much? Drinking too much. Thirsty. We have Mr. Gregorio Pineda, and he wants an Ancient Origin. Damn. All right, so one of these Ancient Origins is getting opened. Ooh. Guys, this is a $97 order for 1 pack. Holy mollies, man. I hope you pull something big. We'll get a clip from it. We could use a clip right now. Okay. You might have something there. Let's see. Spinnerack. Ball Toy. That's nice. Quagsire. Combee. Golett. Sableye. Looks nice and clean. Good looking card. Registeel. All right. Jesus. Why did it look like it was a hit? Looked like it was a hit pack. I have a Unified Minds pack. I should open it. There it is. Hey, it's Russ. What's up, Russ? It's Mr. Russ. Look at that Sableye. Well, at least the Sableye is very pretty looking. You know what's crazy is if that Sableye were to somehow grade 10, which, I don't know, the centering on it doesn't look bad, you might actually be able to sell the Sableye for like $100 at this point. There it goes. Maybe that's a little delulu, but I don't think it is. You see these high-end reverse hollows now starting to go for a lot of money. And I think anything before the Sun and Moon era is pretty valuable. So you've got a bag. Let's go find it. What are those sealed? I've got 2 left. They're $97 a piece. The Ancient Origin packs. There it is. People are opening this stuff, this old XY era stuff. So I got a couple XY era packs here. I got some Steam Siege. I got 2 Ancient Origins. And I got these Fates Collide for $48 a piece. You need to check out the new map of the USA with the pole shift in 10 to 15 years. That's why those countries lost power grids. We're going to be the new Florida and WA state, so I'm okay with it. But all right. I do not know what you are talking about. Probably something super important. Here's Eevee again. South Park, priced on $325. This is a perfect card to be repricing. That's the South Park logo from 1998. Very niche card. I don't know if anyone will actually buy it. South Park logo, PSA 10. There is not one for sale. It looks like. Let me sort by most expensive. I have a PSA 10 of this card, but I don't think a lot of other people do. It looks like a PSA 10 Cartman did sell for $400 though. So we're going to stick with our price of $400, but I don't think anyone's going to buy it. Let's go ahead and put the population onto the sleeve so people can see that. Reed, this will be annoying, haha. Maybe it would work if I'm online and if they're online. All right, there we go. What? Let's try that again. Trying to take me to the PSA website and it broke. All right, here it is, population 3. So we introduced these cards to the menu a while ago, and all this time later, there's still only pop 3 of this card. If anything, $400 might be underpriced on this card. Pop 3, everybody. Like that one. South Park releasing a new season very soon, I believe. Ash Blossom Joy Spring, first edition quarter century rare. Very nice. We got this Kingdra for $100. Kingdra, very nice. Vintage Kingdra. Beautiful Cerveluge. Cerveluge. Look up new map of USA for real, bro. For info to where to move. I'm not crazy. Well, not crazy. What? New map of USA. I'm moving to the new map on the USA. That's what I'm doing. For real, for real. I'm going to be left behind. I'm going to know. So Eddie Mendoza says, I messaged you in the Discord channel. Okay, give me a minute. Let me go read that. Mr. Eddie, please feel free to verify that. So what we can do, Mr. Eddie, here's what we need to do. Because here's Cole Rifflard's order. And Cole Rifflard's order is right after yours. And see what he pulled? He pulled this Power Memory. He pulled it out of a Fates Collide pack that he purchased for $48. The only thing he purchased. And so this was closer to the end of the stream. What we need to do is locate Cole Rifflard's pack getting opened. So go find a timestamp of Cole Rifflard's pack opening. And then if you rewind it from there, if you do not run into your stuff from that point, then we know we didn't open your stuff. Maybe it got missed. It's possible it got missed. If it got missed, we're going to fix it for you. In fact, I'll give you an 11th pack for all the trouble, okay? So we'll give you a bonus pack. But let's locate his Fates Collide opening where he opened this Power Memory, and that's the checkpoint. That's where we will look for your stuff. And let's get that timestamp, okay? Sorry for the trouble. Maybe a moderator can help. I can't do it live, though, because it's really boring if I do it live. I'm going to go check. Hey, it's Kingston Ball. How's life treating you, Mr. Kingston Ball? Things looking up? Okay, Magneton. Ooh, look at all these slabs. Endless slabs for you guys. You know that? Endless slabs. Let's get a new one. How about this Umbreon right here? Umbreon 10. Kingston? That's the Kingston Ball. He's on the up and up. I can't change their permissions when others are offline. Oh. Well, then they need to jump into the Minecraft server. And then you can. The Kingston. You're going to have to prove that that's the real Kingston. Umbreon 093. There it is. Is this right? They can't be right. Why's this so expensive? Oh, because we were sorting by highest price. That would be it. Okay. So 27 on this guy. 27. 27. Ooh, that's enough to make 2 pennies. All right. Umbreon. I'm going to go check. Hey, mister. Okay. All right. Oops, that's yard number 1. At 240? That's way too early. We have Eddie Morales with 2 Hololive Summers. Hololive Summer is on sale. It's on the moving sale. We have a fresh case of this stuff, too, okay? I have a pretty big surgery on Monday. They're breaking my leg and taking out part of the tibia. So, yeah, I guess it is. What? They're stealing? Why are the doctors stealing your tibia? They can't just be taking your tibia? The bone that connects your foot and ankle together. What? I'd be like, hey, you doctors, get your slimy hands off my tibia. Is it for like jaw surgery or something? Yeah. He got shot. They rebuilt my vertebrae with cadaver bones. Ugh. Ready? So, we got dead doll looking girl and pink hair, blue hair girl. Looks kind of like toothpaste hair girl. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Kingston. That sounds less fun than what I'm doing. Are you a little nervous? I'd be a little nervous. Eddie Morales. But you know, I think you've had a surgery or 2 already, haven't you? All you can do now is just kind of wait for it and just relax best as you can. Hey, it's Alex White. How's business been treating you so far this year? Virtually the same as last year. Sales are not bad at all. We have a very consistent and loyal group that hangs out here. And I'm lucky to have you guys. And I do my best to offer a cool menu. We offer really cool breaks. And we love talking about the hobby. We talk about anything you want, really. So there's adult conversations in this stream and cool slab breaks, and people just keep coming back. Now, we also stream a lot. So we stream 2 streams a day, typically, a daytime and a nighttime stream. So I think that kind of splits people up a little bit into 2, either the nighttime or the daytime. But we host 2 streams, and we stream 7 days a week. So there's no off days either. So, you know, I think that kind of spreads everybody out a little bit. Look at this. It's going to be around a 10-hour surgery. They originally put a cadaver bone in my jaw, and my body's rejecting it. So they have to use my bone from my body and my blood to guarantee the bone fuses. Ooh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. I would not want to have to do all that. Okay. We have an order of Gregorio. He says, Mr. 2151s, and can you open the Japanese Glory of Team Rocket booster box? You've been holding on to me. Yes. Woohoo! All right. 2151s. I believe we have those right here. Kingston, you got to get that surgery, it sounds like, man. So you got this, man. The unfortunate part about the surgery is the cost. That's the hard part, I guess, the cost. But the doctors are going to do a fantastic job on you, I can tell. Look at this, Dan the man. Holographic Vintage Street Fighter Zero, $35. 10-hour surgery, blech. That's a lot of surgery. Ooh, holographic Gengar popping out. All right. That was not a bad pack. That's a good card. And Zapdos. All right, you got your little Zapdos. It was me that took long, and you said you take care at night stream. That took long? Put that there. Not sure what you mean. Are you saying that you think I missed Eddie's packs? Is that what you're saying? Not sure what you meant by that. Toss this over here. Let's get this music running. I think the music paused. The music pauses too much. Need to go on a nice beach, vacation, or mountain, secluded, whichever you prefer. Oh, you're saying I need to go on a vacation. Yeah, you're right. I haven't been on a vacation since this channel started. 6 years now, no vacation. That's the hope. My dad has good insurance, so he shouldn't leave us too broke, but I will spend around a week in Salt Lake City, but they have an Xbox in every room, so that's kind of cool. Okay, there you go. Little Xbox. There you go. You're going to owe your dad big time, Mr. Kingston. You better work hard and get a good paying job. You got to pay your parents back. So they're going to spend all that money to make you all right when you're a kid. So when they're older and they need help, you better help them out, okay? Here's Gregorio, and that means you got to aspire to have a nice job, a high-paying job, okay? Because it's going to be hard to help your parents if you don't make a lot of money. So you got to go make a lot of money after this. I forgot it made Spawn really laggy. Tossing that down there. And let's start snipping. I cut my tendon off with the Sawzall last year. I stayed awake during surgery. They were amazed I did, but I don't like anesthesia. This. When you're under anesthesia for a long time, is it like a time warp? Like, do you go to sleep and then you just wake up and you're just like, all right, it's done. Oh, there we go. Or do you kind of have a sense of the passage of time? You know what I'm saying? Do you have like a, does your body know it's been a long time since you were sleeping? It's like being born again. Is it like being born again? There you are. When I got put under, it was like asleep, and that's it. When I woke up, I was completely lost. There we are. He went to the end of the daytime stream and found his order. It was about time to close up shop. You said the 10 Nikke was a bigger order and would open it in the nighttime stream. You got it. All right, Mr. Eddie. It looks to me like you're getting 11 packs, man. Mr. Eddie, you're next. Good job, guys. Thanks for doing some detective work for me there. Time warp, zero sense of time, basically dead. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this. This is Gregorio Pineda, and he's got a whole box of Team Rocket, and then we're going to take care of Mr. Eddie right afterwards. We got Murkrow. So overall, guys, rank the Team Rocket set, Glory of Team Rocket. Give it an S, A, B, or C. I want to hear the audience's reaction to this set, because we've had it for a while now. S, A, B, or C, with C being Rebel Clash. All right. Oh, Nidoking. Oh. Alex says B. Is This Real Life says B. Tammy says C. She really doesn't like the set. Cece says C. Aaron says B. Dennis says B. Manuel says A. Here's Zamazenta. Mister, when they originally put the mask on to knock me out, I woke up and I thought it was a few hours. Turns out I was in a coma for 4 days, and I woke up early. They like put me in a coma, I guess. I don't know how it worked. When you originally got shot, they put you in a coma. When did they put you in a coma? There it is. Yeah, you're lucky that the bullet didn't go higher, huh? All right. Good, good, good. Why doesn't Tammy like this set? Says Eddie. Okay. Tammy said there's not enough Dragonairs in the set. Reggie Rock. The only card I like in this is Meowth. The rest is pretty meh. Tammy! How dare you? I can't believe you would say that. All this time I thought you were Tammy the Nice. But you're Tammy the Sass. Cold. Blaziken. When is the music playing? Cat 13, 11, Chirp. Let's jump to... wow, these all suck. Let's jump on this. When I got to the hospital, they took x-rays and stuff, but then to transport me from Idaho to Boise, I had to be in a plane, and I was asleep for it. They put me in a coma for some reason. Wow. They put you into a coma for a transport. That's crazy, dude. Man, that must have been really expensive. Okay, there's Wobbuffet. Maybe it's because they were worried that the shock or the anxiety would be too advanced for you. You know, maybe that's a big risk. Okay. Okay. Oh, Golden Crobat. Nice. Not a bad box then. Golden Crobat. And Puzzlings. Cool, man. It was $44,000 for gallbladder surgery and one night stay at my hospital. Lol, crazy. Oh, so cheap and affordable. Cheap and affordable is what you're saying. Just one $44,000 surgery. Easy. You know, it's really rough getting bills like that from the hospital, but it's also kind of a miracle that they can do those kind of things. I mean, think about just 100 years ago. You'd have just died from whatever the gallbladder problem was. 100 years ago, 1925. Who knows? Maybe by then surgery was already getting kind of advanced. But I mean, take it back 125 years. You'd have just died from whatever it is you had. You'd have, oh, he's sick? All right, give him his final rites. So nowadays we can go under that knife with super high precision and robots and, you know, super lights and x-rays. And it's pretty amazing, actually. We're lucky to be living in this time period. We would be luckier to live in the future, probably, because human progress just keeps getting better and better. All right. Well, those are pretty tough ARs, I'd say. They had to drop your body temperature to avoid any shocks, especially on a plane. There you go. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They don't want your body going into shock while you're in the air and they can't help you. Okay, so let's go ahead and place this in your bag. Thank you. And now we're opening up 11 packs. 11 packs of Nikke for our friend Mr. Eddie, who waited a long time, very patiently. Being put in a coma is a good way to relax the body from all its extra conscious activities. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy that they can just snap their fingers and put you in a coma. It's kind of creepy. 100 years ago, a snake bite being an allergy was a death sentence. Yeah, it was, man. It still is in some places in the world. You get a wrong snake bite, you're done. You're out. Splinter on the thumb, buried by noon. Yeah, sure. Like a infection in your hand. What are they going to do about an infection in your hand? Nothing. All right. Yeah, modern medicine is really, 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 really expensive. Like, at a price where you feel like it's extortion. But then you realize there's just not enough doctors. There's just not. There's not enough. The demand is so much higher than the supply. And so they get to charge silly prices. And I would hope that would incentivize more people to go into medicine. You know, those really high prices, the high incomes. This was 12 packs. So one of these packs is mine. Oops. I shall take this one in the back. All right. Pack number 12, TCC's pack. I got the bubblegum. I don't even want it, dude. You take it. You take it, mister. I don't even want it, dude. I don't even feel right. Like, I took one of the 3 full arts. I don't even want it, dude. What am I doing? You just take that. You're a good customer. So there's your 12th pack. You get a bonus pack, 2 bonus packs. Oops. Boob girl. Wow, those are giant boobs. Okay, bubblegum girl. All right, we've got Missiles Industry girl. I'm a dumb teenager who thought it was a good idea to hang out with a bunch of wannabe gangster kids. I got shot with a .45 caliber pistol to the face. Yeah, it sucks, man. How exactly did it happen again? They were like waving the gun around. Is that what it was? And it fired accidentally? It was an accident, right? Here it is. I saw somebody get accidentally shot in the head with the gun. They were making like a gangster rap video in a car or something like that. No, they weren't doing that. They weren't doing that. What were they doing? I can't remember. They were like waving the gun around. And then the gun misfires, fires by accident, shoots a guy right in the head. Everyone goes running. There's like blood spurting out of the side of the... But he lives. He survived it. He lived. Did not kill him. And in fact, he survived. That's a happy ending. But yeah, man. Kind of makes you think when you watch like a movie or a TV show and they got like James Bond. Karis and I are watching the very first James Bond right now. It's called Dr. No. I've never seen it. She's never seen it. The very first James Bond. I'm James Bond. We're watching that right now. And he gets a gun out. And he just kind of waves it around. And everyone's waving guns around. It's like, dude, you don't wave a gun around. Are you crazy? Like, it's so casual to wave a gun around. And Hollywood really does that, you know, because it's all prop guns. They're not, well, unless you're on the set of Rust with Alec Baldwin. You might be getting shot by Alec Baldwin by accident. All right, take a look at that. There it is. Well, I thought it was, mister. It's come to my attention that the girl who shot me was trying to get in a gang and had to kill someone. The leader did not like me, so he told her to kill me. She failed. So you actually feel like it's possible, like it could have been on purpose. That's a very interesting thought. Here's Mr. Gregorio. All right. Grabbing this. Okay. And all right. There it goes. Sad to see that the healthcare in the U.S. seems really bad. It's not bad. It's actually high quality healthcare. The problem is it's really expensive. Now that's a different problem. It's very expensive. They want to get paid. They want to make some money. But that's also the effect of the free market. It shows you that the demand is very high and the supply is very low for something like healthcare. I hope she's in jail, Kingston. I hope the surgery goes great for you. Gregorio does not buy Nikke. Oh! Because the last guy who placed an order was Gregorio, and I was so engrossed in the conversation, I accidentally put those cards in the wrong bag. Sorry about that. Wow, I really got to pay more attention to this. You know, I think I've been doing this for too long. I think I'm going to have to fire myself and replace myself with a younger, hotter guy. Okay, good. Oops. That was Mr. Eddie Mendoza's. And what had happened was we were correcting an order for him for the daytime stream. And I looked up to my side and it said Gregorio on my screen. And so I said, oh, let's put this in Gregorio's bag. But this goes to you, Mr. Eddie. Sorry about that. All right. Healthcare is very good, very good. She was in jail for 3 weeks. They charged her with aggravated assault because at the time we thought it was an accident. Ooh. She went to jail for 3 weeks for shooting a kid in the face? Not even like 1 month? No. That would be cruel. What the hell? You almost died, dude. Man, that's crazy, dude. But she was probably a minor, right? She was probably quite young, a teenager. I don't know about that. I'd have asked for a longer sentence. She shot you in the face, bro. You got to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on these surgeries. I would ask for compensation for the surgeries. That's what I would ask for. I'd say she should go to jail and have to pay for this. That's justice. You don't accidentally almost kill somebody and just, yeah, you sit in the jail for a couple weeks, you're good. You come out talking about how cool she is. No way, dude. That's not justice. Because you're going through, what, a 10-hour surgery and your dad's going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on it? Nah, dude, that's not justice. She should be fighting for life imprisonment. No, not life imprisonment either. She didn't kill anybody. The thing is, 3 weeks go by pretty fast. It should be like 2 months at least. It's 3 weeks is nothing, but 3 weeks, that's over in a flash. I don't know, but at the very least, they should be the ones paying for the surgery. I guess you would have to sue them. You'd have to take them in a civil case or something like that. Even if it was an accident, you may be entitled to compensation because they cost real damages. I mean, getting your face reconstructed is extremely expensive. Of course, they would probably argue that you were there tomfooling around with them. Is that the right word, tomfool? I don't think that's the right word. Yet the kid who brought me to the hospital is still in jail and will be till October. Ah, there you go. Okay, so somebody did get in trouble. He had a few probation issues, but still he saved my life. Yeah, we were all underage. Okay. So he did the right thing. That's a good thing. And you feel like she did not serve a long enough sentence. Ah, that sucks. So she had the gun, but the other kid had probation issues. Yeah, can't have probation issues. That's no good. All right, we're moving on to the next order. We got Kendo Pelor, 5 of the Hollow Summers. In Germany, we pay 200, 300 euro a month. It's all inclusive. What do you guys pay? Seems expensive. Are you talking about healthcare? Healthcare can be really expensive in the U.S., but it depends also on your insurance company. So Americans buy healthcare insurance, which has sort of like a fee per month. And so like in our case, Karis has pretty decent healthcare insurance that's provided to her through her employer. She doesn't pay anything for it. It's just part of her pay. And then because I'm married to her, that same plan covers me as well. So that's how healthcare works in America. You hope to get a job with a good healthcare plan. It's people who don't get a good job, they are the ones that really struggle because they don't have the income to pay for healthcare, and the low-paying jobs typically don't include free healthcare anyways. So they have to buy something that we called Obamacare. Obamacare is public health care that the government provides, healthcare insurance, and you pay for it per month, and I don't know what it is, but it's meant to be like socialized, like the government actually pays for some of it for you. And so they subsidize it and keep it cheap. There it is. All right. That's what the Republicans and the Democrats fought very hard over that, because the Republicans said, no. No public option for healthcare insurance. It needs to always be private. They didn't want it to be public. All right, here goes. Kendo Pelor. They say something like that. That defeats the purpose of the free hand of the capitalist market. He got in trouble because he was in a stolen car. The girl that shot me was the one who stole it. She has since gotten arrested 2 more times. She won't learn. Ooh, that's man, that's really sad, actually. So she got in trouble, and she's already getting in more trouble. Oh man, guys. How do you guys feel about that when you hear that kind of stuff? That's crazy to me. Is it just, is it just like, is it inherent to her personality? Is there no saving her? Or was she ever, reformed? You're telling me she's gotten arrested 2 more times after that? No way, dude. It just doesn't make sense. I wouldn't have been caught dead in that situation in the first place. But let's say I made a mistake where I did get caught in a situation like that. I'd have learned my lessons so fast after the first time. I'd have been like, I will never do this for the rest of my life. You're telling me she's getting arrested more times? What the? Here's the owl. One of those lifetime criminals. See them every day. Yeah, what's up with that? I don't understand that. Isn't that like insanity? I mean, let's say you're not a good person. You should at least be rational enough, though, to see that to stay out of jail, you just got to follow the law. Maybe you don't agree with the law. Maybe you like doing things that are bad. But if you want to stay out of jail, you just don't do it. So, there are people who don't have good morals, but they're self-preserving at least. She doesn't sound like she would keep herself out of jail if she got into trouble 2 more times since whatever this thing happened. This almost accidental killing. All right, let's see. Okay, understand. Thanks for the info. Sure, yeah, America has interesting healthcare. Did you know that the number one biggest thing the United States government spends its money on is actually retirement plans for old people? And then the number 2 thing the American government spends its money on is healthcare, socialized healthcare. That is our number 2 biggest item that we spend money on. There it is. So there is actually a lot of government help in America that gets handed out based on people who need help and also for the elderly. So Kendo Pelor, let's grab your bag, which would be right over here. Mr. Kendo. Some people love jail. Sounds like I could fix her law joking. Run, bro. No matter how cute she is, crazy. Run. Only fun for a few weeks. Oops. For a few weeks? Nah, dude. Few weeks. Oh, Mumad. Bad parenting, question mark. Is it bad parenting? I wonder that kind of stuff, I wonder that kind of stuff all the time. Like, could you save a person with better parenting? It's a really fascinating question. If a person's being consistently bad, do you blame the parent? At what point is it the individual's problem? Like their own fault for not self-regulating, you know what I'm saying? Okay, got some old cards here. Danny, say no more. Pre-grade my card. Gengar Trick or Treat ×2. Marvel Gold Stamp and my Fortnite Samurai Girl. Okay, let's go ahead and find Danny Say no more's bag. So you would like some pre-grades. Take a quick look at your cards. You guys can pay for me to hand a grade out to your card. Did you know that? Gengar, Marvel Gold Stamp, my Fortnite Samurai Girl. Oh, no, you don't need this. Actually, none of this should be in your hit bag. So there's the 2 Gengars. These are pretty and all. Honestly, I don't think this belongs in there either. Oh, yeah. So these are from your Sonic packs, huh? The Simpsons are interesting. Kimahari. These are just some holos. Pikachu got a -10. Bahamut, the Marvel Gold Stamp. That's not a... Oh, that's a gold stamp. Got it. And you got a Fortnite card too, huh? These are actually pretty nice right here. So, Fortnite stamp card. There she is, the Samurai Girl. And honestly, the rest of these don't need to be in here either. So, we'll keep your hit bag down to just a slim number of cards. Now, what we could throw in there... Kimahari can be in there. What we could throw in there... Yeah, actually, these could go in too. I think this guy's your SR Star. That's an SR Star. Okay, good. Little bag sort for you while we're at it, you know what I'm saying? Get this bag sorted. Thing is, mister, if prisons and healthcare didn't exist, millions of people would be out of work from everyone in law enforcement and hospitals. If what? Mister, not to sound greedy, this is a semi-joke, but do I deserve free Pokemon packs? Lol, had to bring out the old me. Oh, yeah, we got to get you all the free ones. We got a free Charizard for you. We got a free Lion King. There we are. He's a major Pokemon. Oop, oop. Don't go anywhere. I hate these bags sometimes. There you go. Her parents have not been in her life. They have been in jail their whole lives. Oh, that's so sad, dude. Oh my gosh, the more I hear about this. You know, I feel like I was in a sort of similar situation where I had bad parents. I had bad parents. And there were two directions I could go. I could sort of give up and just sort of slide into my emotions, maybe frustration, disappointment, low dopamine, you know, like there's just a lack, there's loneliness, there's all these problems you run into. I went the other direction. I sort of wound up and I said, we're going to have a normal life. We're going to fix all these problems. We're not going to make a single mistake. So that's kind of what I did when I was faced with a lot of trouble in life. And, yeah, I think that's what happens, you know. And so there's people that go one way and people that go the other way, and it makes all the difference. And my first job outside of my home was at Target, and I swear I was surrounded by people who were making those two choices. Because one thing you find a lot at Target, people just like myself who are just getting their first job, not, you know, you don't run into the people who had like the super successful family with lots of money and lots of, you know, affluence and putting you in a nice office job, put you into college. You don't run into those kids as much at Target. They are there occasionally, but you don't run into them as much. You just run into the normal people or the people at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, who don't have anything. And so you run into these guys who are just like me. They just had an effed up life and they had an effed up family and they're just trying to get by. And yeah, I saw them and many of them did struggle with things like, okay, I'm going to do drugs. I ran into that at UPS as well. I worked at UPS briefly. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, we got a small dot right there. I don't know what would cost that. Okay. Centering looks fantastic. It's got that small dot on the back. I don't want to touch it. It might just be a speck of dust. Yeah, it might actually be a dot. So I would say this card definitely has a chance at a 10, but it's going to be 10 minus. This card definitely has a shot at a 10. Many companies might overlook that dot as a minor surface problem. So Gengar fails right away. He's got a centering issue. Same deal here. Bad corner as well. Two bad corners. These Gengars are getting 8s. Okay. Centering in bad corner shape. Don't grade these. All right. And so, by the way, that's how you find out that maybe, you know, I grade a simple holo like this guy right here. Check this out. So I graded this simple for alligator holo for fun. There's very little money to make doing this. You're talking about making a few dollars here. But it's a real service. I've picked a 10 out for you guys. You know, I got this graded. He got a 10. And holos don't always grade 10. They grade like 8 and stuff like that. So that's nice. It's actually nice. The for alligator, you give it 6 years, that'll be expensive. But it'll take 6 years first. But it's a 10, you know, it's a 10. A 10's a 10. All right, good luck on your Fortnite. These don't grade 10 very easily. Have a nice night, Mr. Kingston. Have a nice night. So my immediate thoughts are I really don't like the edge. You can see how the edge kind of has a sort of a wave to it as you tilt. I don't like that top edge. Yeah, it's otherwise pretty nice, but this edge up here is just, it's right there, and it's right there, and I don't like that. And so I would say that is going to be the failing cost for this card. Like if we flip it upside down like this and we check this side, this edge, that edge is nice and clean. So for whatever reason, the top of your edge is no good. We're going to mark this a 9. We're not expecting a 10 on that one. You can still send it in and see if my 9 is wrong. But I swear to God, the grading companies these days, it's got to look real, real, real good. It's just how it is. They're like, edge isn't right. So there you go. You have a 10 minus, 2 8s, and a 9. Thank you for choosing to pre-grade. That's a skill I have that I can use to help you understand what you want to do with your cards. It's one thing to open up cards. It's another thing to get cards that can actually grade 10. That's also why we like the breaks. You know why? Because this is already a 10. Ooh. You could buy $40 of Silver Tempest and open box after box of Silver Tempest that doesn't even have the Lugia in that case. It could be a case with no Lugia in it. And then you finally pull Lugia one day, and he grades 9. That's why these breaks are mathematically better than opening the packs, even with me taking a profit on them. So Mr. Eddie sent me a timestamp. And have no fear, Mr. Eddie. We opened up those 10 packs. Sorry about all that detective work, but it was figured out. So we got your box open. We gave you a whole box. You got 12 packs, not 10. We gave you 12. And so now we're moving on to... click. So Mr. Dennis says, if I buy from you and want it sent to Germany, is it worth it? Sorry for my bad English. Oh, no, you're doing pretty good on your English. Well, if you want to ship it to Germany, it's probably going to cost $40 USD for the shipping. So it could be worth it if you open up a lot of things and build up a nice little bag of things to send. Could really be worth it if you get lucky. So if you get lucky and you pull some really good cards, then you're going to be very, very happy with that transaction. And when I ship it to you, I try to work with you to keep the custom taxes as low as possible. So like if you open up, let's say you open up $1,000 of booster packs. Well, I will take your raw cards and I would just claim they're worth, I don't know, less than that. Because you've transformed the product before shipping it. That's the way I view it. So instead of shipping it and declaring it for $1,000, we'll declare it for whatever we think those raw cards are worth. Let's say you have some bad luck. Maybe they're not worth a lot. Well, then we'll only declare it for $100. So this is kind of an advantage being able to do that because you're transforming the product before you ship it. And when customs opens your box, that's all they're going to see is the open cards. They're going to be like, yeah, well, technically these cards are not worth $1,000, right? So we do that with international buyers. You can open packs on this side of the world and then have them shipped after they're opened, and we can declare them for a lower amount for that reason. Now, if you get really, really lucky and you pull some super huge, awesome pull, I don't think that trick will work as much, but we can still try to get the cards through and, or just, if you want to, we can declare it at the top amount and do things the right way that way and whatever you want. But I do tend to work with you on the shipping and do our best with it. All right, so I hope that made sense. Bad parents usually have bad parents. Got to break the cycle. Yep. Yeah, that's probably true. You learn from your parents, and if you have bad examples to learn from, then you just come out with less skill. Here's Mr. Jorge Canones. Hey, what's up, man? All right, let's get it started. We've shipped a lot to Germany, so you would not be the first guy from Germany buying from us. We've shipped a lot over there. Germany, UK, Canada. We've sent to France. We've sent to UAE. We've shipped a lot to Australia. Australia is one of the most expensive places to ship to. And we've shipped to several Middle Eastern countries. I think I've shipped to South Africa before. I'm pretty sure I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to think of where I haven't shipped to. You know who never buys from me? The Japanese never buy from me. I never ship to Japan. I've shipped to Hong Kong a couple times though. Yeah, I shipped to Hong Kong. I shipped a $15,000 card to Hong Kong one time. But you know, at Japan, they never buy cards from me. Maybe it's because it's so cheap locally for them. All right, here goes. They just collect in their own language. They don't want English. Doesn't make any sense for them to do it. All right. What countries give you the most trouble? There's not any specific country that gives me trouble. We have almost never had trouble. Almost never. Yeah, there's been one case where the package was opened and the customs team decided that we underdeclared. And when that occurred, they basically just made us declare it correctly, and that was it. That was the end of it. That happened one time in about 6 years. I have had other problems before. I've had a guy who said that the package was stolen, so I've had that happen before. We've been helping one guy who had me ship it to an old address, and whoever's living there now, we believe, got the package and kept it. So that sucks because we're out quite a bit of money on that one. What about China? I've never shipped to mainland China. I've only shipped to Hong Kong. Hong Kong. I've shipped to Singapore a bunch of times, actually. Yeah, Singapore. I've done like 4 packages recently. Ray Fort, Umbreon, Professor Research, Friends in Paldea. Nobody really gives me any trouble, I'd say. It's all pretty smooth. All right, there we go. Yeah, we appreciate our international buyers. Oh, I've shipped to Israel a couple times. There we go. That's another interesting one. I've shipped to India. All right. That's Mr. Haunted. He's in India. So I've shipped to him a couple times. I shipped that. Remember back in the day, we had that really expensive Articuno giveaway. It was like $1,000. That went to a guy who won the card, and he was living in like India, I think. So he got it. He was like in India. It was India or Indonesia. I can't remember. That seems nice. If I would buy an expensive slab, then I get a high tax on it. Yeah, I mean, let's say you get in one of these breaks and you pull the Lugia for $40. Well, you only paid $40 for it then. And when we ship it to you, we can declare it for $40. Now, if they open it up and they're like, this isn't $40, what you can do is you can send them a link to like the YouTube where you pulled it and be like, I really did pay $40 for that Lugia. So you can do that. They might work with you on it. Again, I've never really had a problem with that. Yeah. So, but you know, that's how it's going. Isn't India going to war with Pakistan? Isn't India going to war with Pakistan? You know, there was no update on that so far, so hopefully not. No need for war. 56 months. Woo! That's a long time. Wow, I didn't realize you've been with us so long. 56 months. That's a really long time. Appreciate you hanging out, man. We got Kendo Pelor, 4 Hololive Summers. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ready to sneap? I'm ready to sneap. Time flies. It really does. Really does. We're about to hit the halfway mark for 2025, and I feel like I barely stepped outside so far this year. It's just a blur. Not really living. I don't even know what I do with my free time. What would I do? Like go on a cruise? I don't know. Here's a big question for you guys. I don't know how to have fun. I don't know what to do that would be really, really fun. There you go. If you put me on the beach right now with the margarita, with the sun pouring down on me and the sound of the seagulls and the white sand of the beaches, water, I'd be like, this is pretty cool. And then I'd be ready to go. I'd be like, all right, we got to go live. I'd be like, we can't be missing out on the live. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the peak of fun for me already. Maybe this is what I'm enjoying. I don't know. It's confusing because I don't really know what gives me dopamine, essentially. You know, like I don't really know what I should be doing to have the most possible fun. I don't go to the bar. I'm not going to go to the bar. That's not going to be a lifestyle for me. I'm kind of like an introvert and a nerd. We are. I don't really know. Shopping, maybe? Shopping at the mall? We don't have a mall out here is the problem. But I couldn't go shopping at a mall every day. Amusement park? We are. I'm ready to start a polycule. I think the India-Pakistan stuff did kick off if my algorithm on YouTube is right. Ooh, that's poor. Yeah, so I guess there was an attack on Hindus or something like that. Was that what it was? Somebody explain the conflict for us real quick, will you? It was something like India's claiming it's a terrorist attack and Pakistan saying, nah, we weren't involved, but India's ready to go to war over it. Kendo Palour. Mr. Kendo. Thank you, Kendo. That's no good, man. That's no good. There's too much fighting. You got Ukraine and Russia. Did you guys hear, actually, Trump fired a guy who wanted us to go to war with Iran. Wasn't that right? Oh, my eyes itchy. Trump had a guy in his cabinet, his administration, who was pushing us to go to war with Iran. And he just fired that dude very recently, like the last couple days. So it looks like we're not going to war with Iran. There's a strip club down the street from my apartment. I will be going there on my birthday and probably taking one of the strippers home too. Oh, yeah? Yeah, take the strippers home? Hey, baby. Here's Suicune. I mean, if you manage to do that, good for you, man. It is. I don't know what kind of standards strippers have when it comes to having sex with their clients. Maybe it's easier than I would imagine, or maybe you're just like, maybe you got the Riz. I don't know. Maybe you're Giga Chad. I can't imagine that that's super popular with the strippers. They'd probably be like, don't touch me. You may look, but you may not touch. I've never been to a strip club. I should go. Let's see. Looking for one of these, huh? Nope, can't find one. So this is a Minecraft Iron Golem, graded 10. $60 for the 10. We're just going to leave it at $60. I think that's a good price, a fair price. Double Rapid, yeah. I mean, if she's a stripper who lets you hit too, there's no way, dude. She's the town tricycle. Everyone's had a ride. There's just no way. She's loosey-goosey. All right. I think more girls are like that these days, though. You know, I suspect they are. It's my theory that they are. Everyone's just more aware of sexuality and sex, and it's almost like another form of drinking or smoking, you know? It's like this pleasurable, enjoyable thing you get to do. Here's Eddie Mendoza. 6 more English Nikkes. Thank you for the correction and free packs. Please keep all my Nikke hollows. Yay! All right, so Nikke hollows, not needed. You got it, man. This goes in here, and we're grabbing this box. Well, it ain't Riz, mister. It's money. I offer them more money, and they come home with me. You offer them more money to come home with you? Dang. Sounds like you've been hitting up the strip club for a while, and you understand how it all works and operates. All right, you ready? The card market in Europe is sad. I think it means card market. In Europe is sad. Can I say here what I pay for SIR Umbreon Japanese Terror Festival? Yeah, you can probably say that. Go ahead. What you might enjoy on this channel are the breaks. We have breaks which are something you can't really buy on. You can't buy it on eBay. You can't buy that at your local card shop. You can't buy it at your local Walmart or Target or whatever, right? So the breaks are really a unique thing. You have to have a host, and he has to do a good job of it, an ethical job of it, and a reliable job of it. So I feel like we do a good job. Oh, he didn't say a whole box of these again. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Sorry about that. Getting ready to give you the whole thing. LMAO bro, sugarcoating, taking the prostitute home. I'm dead. Hey, man. Weirdly enough, I think I spoke about that earlier today, or was it yesterday night? I talked about how Nevada is interesting because they legalized prostitution over there in certain areas. There you go. I know that in, is it Germany or is it, trying to remember where they have the red light district, and that's prostitution is legal in, oh, my brain's, I must be getting like dementia or something. I can't think of the place. It's called, not Denmark. Liverpool, Blackpool. How can I not remember the name of this place? Back when I was a kid, everyone was like, "Dad, yeah, man, that's where you go to smoke weed and go to the red light district." In Europe, what's that place that I'm trying to name? It's called Netherlands. Was it Netherlands? I don't think Netherlands was the right word. Amsterdam. Amsterdam, which is located in the Netherlands, maybe? Yes, Amsterdam. Amsterdam, you know, the idea of a red light district in the United States, is that so crazy? I don't think that's so crazy. Let's see. Yes, capital of Netherlands, Amsterdam. Okay, here we go, Mr. Eddie Mendoza. So he said, don't worry about the hollows. Imagine being a girl and working your thing overtime. Yeah. Let's see. Ah. 300 euro. I don't know if it's fair, but I didn't look in the U.S. market. I look forward to going some breaks. Thanks for the info. Yeah, definitely the breaks are a unique experience over here. We are. Ooh. All right. They're very straightforward. You just lose money. All right. Some people do pull the, like Six, for example, she pulled that Rayquaza. She pulled a Rayquaza for $40. It's just shockingly good. For one person, it's shockingly good at the cost of everyone else. So that is what a break is. All right. It's like reverse socialism. Okay, you don't want these hollows. We're going to place them over here. And we're going to grab your bag now. And pop this milady into the bag. Amsterdam, yes, it's overrated. Has anyone here been with a prostitute before, or like red light district or something like that? That's an experience I've never had. And is it low quality? Is it high quality? Is it, I imagine it would be awkward as hell. It would be so awkward. Here's Dark Golbat. I'd be like, oh, nice to meet you. I guess let's get naked now. Maybe I'm a kind of person who takes maybe I'm a kind of person where I can't just immediately jump in bed with somebody like that. It's a bit harder for me to do that. It is. I don't like awkward situations. They don't turn me on. All right, let's see. Maybe I've never tried it. Maybe I would love it, actually. Let's see. Oh, this has gone up. So this is now about a $90 card. Crazy. Not when you're drunk, it ain't awkward. Oh, that's a fair point. Yeah, if you're drunk. But I'm not drunk, because I don't drink. All right. I'm like a Muslim over here. No drinking. All right. Depends what you pay for. You can just talk if you want. That's common. And then there's the kinks. Oh. You've been a naughty boy. You are? All right. Yeah, I was thinking about trying ball crushing. That sounds fun. We're going to say 90. Stand on me. There's some pretty crazy kinks out there, you know? Coinsoil says, yep, I have. I'm the type that refuses to even pay for blank. While there's too much free stuff on the internet to pay for OnlyFans. Well, that I agree with. When it comes to stuff like OnlyFans, I really, like many of you, genuinely believe you should never pay for that. But you know, I've watched TikToks that sort of satirize the whole guys who go to like OnlyFans. And I think I get an idea of it now. I kind of get it. What's going on, they're not looking at just the nakedness. It's actually about thinking you have some sort of relationship to that person, isn't it? That's what's really going on. So it's like you guys come here and we're almost like friends, right? I mean, I'd consider some of the people here that have been here a long time to basically be my internet friends. And so I guess if you're watching a girl on OnlyFans for a year or two, you kind of get to know each other, you know? And so I think that's what it really is. It's basically just YouTube where the person who you like also gets naked for you. So that's my theory on it. And I don't know. The market speaks. I can say what I think you should do, but the market speaks and it does what it wants to do. All right. I've seen an old couple going in here in Amsterdam. So you're saying old couples will use the red light district too. That's fascinating. Let's see. My roommate ordered a hooker to the house and turned her away when she showed up because she was using old photos. Yikes. It's tough looking good all the time, man. You get old and fat. Let's see. That's good, brother, mister. No alcohol, no pork. I had beef tonight, so that's not pork. Let's see. But I occasionally have pork, actually. So what's my favorite meat? I guess my favorite meat would be crabs. I don't know if crabs are allowed. All right, so Mr. Want to do the Zapdos Espeon trade from the daytime stream, says Luke Plur. We have more time for that now. Why don't you remind me what exactly the trade was? It was your gym Zapdos for maybe the sparkly Espeon. And just remind me what the name, Luke Lorry, is it Luke Lorry? No, it's Luke Lange, isn't it? It's Luke Lange. Okay, this is Mr. Omar. He says Lugia Spot. Oh, yeah. Lugia Spot is in. So that's the new rare candy break. It's Lugia, 21 spots. Mr. Omar. Okay. You seem to know all the back ends of that program, Law. That's what I was saying. I was saying you might be a frequent user. You know, to be honest, though, sex is not like all the other drugs in the world. I think every time you learn about scientific studies that study the health effects of sexual relationships, the studies all say the same thing. Very, very good for you, very healthy, good for your immune system, good for your heart rate, get your heart rate down, put you in a good mood, all this stuff. So, and it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? When you have a sexual relationship with someone, you're not doing any drugs. You're not injecting anything. You're not eating any. Well, you might eat something. You're eating them groceries, right? But you're not eating. You know what I'm saying? You're not like eating a donut. There's some athleticism to it. You're actually getting a little bit of a workout. So yeah, it's all good in the hood, I guess, when it comes to having a very active sex life. That's the Espeon. So it's a $50 card, huh? Okay. And Lucas Lange, yes, the Zapdos from 2021 for the tag 7.5 Cracked Ice Espeon. Quinzilla says, I was fat in high school, lost 160 pounds after, and went on a wild Tinder spree. Since I am honestly surprised I've not got an STD. I lost count of the girls I've been with, but it's like shaking hands after 31 nighters. Really, I never did anything like that in life. I never did anything like that. And sometimes I wonder what it was like. I don't know. I almost can't imagine doing that. It's because most of my life I was Catholic, and so my only concept of relationships when I was, young and pretty hot, you just get married and have sex. That was it. There was no cheating, there was no Tinder, there was none of that stuff. It was get married, have sex, have a baby. No fooling around. So, all right, let me go get that card now. All right. So I've got this here. I'm going to go grab a Zapdos. This will take a minute. I'll be right back, everybody. Listen to the great music. All right. So I did not see a Zapdos. Ooh, does that mean he was from today? Whew. Let's see. I did not see that Zapdos. There it is. But here's some other stuff that I did grab. Okay. We got some Anthony Kalura here. I brought these up because he was asking me about selling these for him. Maybe be a new, must be a new one from. Yeah, I looked in the L box. I didn't see. Oh, I'm so stupid. There was a box of shipping down there for Alexis. You're in that box, I bet. Oh. When it's time to ship, I put everyone's stuff into one big box, giant box. Then I carry it down and I set it on the table for Alexis. I didn't check in there. Oh my gosh. All right, well, give me a break before we go looking again. I'm sorry. We'll have to do the trade slightly later. I got some other stuff. Here is a Halo card. It was a free card that somebody won whose name I don't recognize. He won that and abandoned it for a year, so that's ours now. Here's another abandoned card from the year 2023. So that's from 2023. Here's an abandoned card. Oh no, this one's not quite abandoned. It's from 7/24. It's almost abandoned. That goes back. We marked that one. And then this one is marked for 11/23 as well. So these two cards, that's marked 11/23. 11/23. That's a really long time ago. All right, look this guy up. Yep, he sent his last order on 11/23. We just looked it up. So this is some very abandoned cards. I don't know why people would do that. Some people do that. In this case, it was a Gyarados and an Arcanine. Abandoned for over 2 years. Because it's 2025. I'm surprised you haven't got to my order yet. I think I've just been kind of going slow. Let me put a little more focus on. Let's see. Your order, oh yeah, yours says an hour ago. Mr. Omar, you know what? I think we might have missed it. Says here, 2 Glory of Team Rocket. Sorry about that, man. We might have missed your order. 2 Glory of Team Rocket. 2 Halo Upper Decks. Says the queue was clear. It wasn't necessarily clear, but it wasn't very crowded. But I think yours got missed. Maybe I got distracted when it was your turn or something. We were having that problem. Here it is. We were having that problem with Eddie's order. Might have been your turn when we were looking into that. 2 Breaking Bad. Ooh, Breaking Bad. All right, let's get those Breaking Bads. All right. Let's see. All right. His name was Robert Paulson. We got Breaking Bad booster packs, guys. What do you think of that? Ready? Okay, Mr. Arabi, let's see what we got for you. Snipping these. Snipping this. 3 days ago, no shipping for me. And snipping this. So you had a Gym Zapdos. Let me ask you a question. How did you get that Gym Zapdos? Did you just buy it outright? So weird, because I didn't see one for you in the boxes. Ah, Gorobus. Fight Club is my all-time favorite movie. It was pretty good. Okay, we've got Back to Work, New Partners, Heisenberg, The end of Dawn Eladio. And the end. Okay, so you pulled one from the live customs. And you said you never bought a round of shipping either. Meaning that... Oh, but it would still be carried down in the shipping box. Yeah, so it's still probably there. You said 3 days ago? Yeah, it's definitely in that shipping box. What happens is, when people order a bunch of slabs, all the slabs get put in the shipping box because then Alexis sorts them out into their holding area. Even if you didn't order shipping, they get sorted out. So it's definitely there. I just got to go check for it. I have it twice in Germany. Oh, you have 2 of those Zapdoses? Here's the fly. Checklist. Vengeance. Oh, what is this? Anna Gunn as Skylar White. Authentic autograph. Wow. Check that out. That's super cool. All right, check that out. Authentic autograph, guys. Cool. Putting that there. Okay. Sliding this in here. And sliding this in here. Very nice. All right. Dropping that over there. And let's get those halos. Oops. Prophet of Truth. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Master Queef. The story so far. Halo Wars. Halo 4. The story so far. Weapon drop. Scattershot. Oh, the Scattershot. That's cool. All right. I hate Skylar. Same, she's annoying. Ooh, very pretty. And then here's the really boring Didact from Halo 4. Not a very fun bad guy at all. Lovely. One more. Kojo Romeo. Halo 3. These guys. Wow, that's cool. The story so far. So I would say, there's Atriox. So I would say in general, these packs were kind of on the cold side. All right. These Halo packs. I'm referring to the Halo packs. There we go. That stuffy nose still. All right. There's all this dust over here. I swear it's the dust, guys. Wow, that was cool. You got a signature card from Breaking Bad. And that is the highlight of your opening for sure. You've got a big fat bag right over here. I would get that PSA only authenticate the autograph. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man. Ta-da. All right. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and rotate. Yeah, I'll send the signature. Okay. Grab that signature card out. Oh, that's the Thins bag. Oops. Oops. Hey, yo, mister, could I get shipped out? Yeah, I would be happy to get you shipped. You are? Let me know what I need to do. Like, for example, do you need to send in for a round? And what exactly did you have? Do you remember? Yeah, I don't remember if you had like a big fat bag and how many slabs you had. We just start working on that label. Put this over here. Oh, we'll grab one of these. I might have a bag in like 5 slabs. All right, that would be the $40 range. And are any of the slabs especially expensive, would you say? Have you seen the Chupacabra? Oh, I've seen the Chupacabra. Okay. So I've got this set up to go to PSA. I'll put it in the notes, maybe authenticate. I don't know if you want it full graded or authenticate graded. All right. Now, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Was there something I needed to do? There's the trade. There's the slabs that need to be priced, the new ones. The Lycia's Appeal slab that didn't get sent out the previous time, there's one that's like $250. Okay, so it sounds like we need to make sure we don't miss a Lycia's Appeal card. Sounds good. Lycia's Appeal. All right. Tyler Franson is next. He says, ONE Terrestrial Festival. You got it, man. Terrestrial Festival, pricey little set, isn't it? Here it is. I might need to adjust the price on the Terrestrial Festival. I haven't checked into it in a while. Mr. Tyler. I think my music stopped. You might have written my actual name on the back instead of Zen. Ah, I see. You might want to, when you send in for the shipping, just mention that. Don't forget Lycia's Appeal. There you go. Yeah, 2 names can always be a real trip up. Thank you, Tyler. I'm actually going to go lower the price of the Terra Festival from $16 to $15. I've not looked into that set in a while, but I suspect it might have gotten slightly cheaper. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gordura? It's going to rain all day over where I'm at. We're going to hit play on this. And here I can see that you have sent in for the grading. Thank you very much. And over here we have Mr. Eddie Mendoza, 4 English Nikke packs. Nice. Ta-da! How much would the shipping be? So the shipping should probably be $40, unless you had some unusually expensive slabs. It should be $40. Yes. Or if the bag's is extremely heavy, but I think if it's just 5 slabs, it's just 40. There we go. Very nice. Fatty Theater. Okay, here's this girl here. Very nice. 4 of these. Here's Hollow. He is just looking for a Siggy. Where are them Siggies at? Not in this box. So you started the Rip and Ship model. I think I contributed greatly to it. When I started, there was no one doing it on YouTube, and I started in 2019. Whatnot doesn't exist at that point. There's no eBay Live. All I know about in that time period, there was a guy named TCA Gaming, and he would make videos of himself selling vintage packs, but they were videos, not live streams. And then you had PokeRev, and he was already doing his big vintage box breaks. So he would do the vintage box breaks. And I was hosting a stream where I opened cards for myself, and I said to people, hey, would you like for me to open a pack for you guys? And it's your card, and I'll ship it to you. And they're like, yes. So that was how it all started. It just started kind of organically. That was a long, long, long time ago. And I've had a lot of experience. A lot of things go good and things go bad. And, yep, just keep learning new things. And it's cool. It's a cool thing. The lady who called a black kid the N-word has raised $600,000. The kid was looking in her bag for stuff to steal. Yeah, that's a real... that whole story is real sad overall. It's I don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't like that. It is. It's a disrespectful word. I think she went too far with it, and I think there's a kind of, I guess you could say, like a social race war kind of thing going on, because you just had the other thing happen, right, where the one boy, there was the stabbing, right, in high school, where the black kid killed the white kid at like a track meet or something like that, and their family received a ton of money for their legal defenses, but they got so much money, they took some of it and they bought like a nice new home, and so people were really outraged over this. And so when this other event occurred with this woman who's, dropping the N-word, and she opens up a GoFundMe, I think people are just pouring money into that too. So I think it's this sort of social, racial issue, and it's just very nasty. All of it's really nasty. I don't like it at all. Here's Mr. Eddie. All right, Eddie, like, oh, we're gonna win. Like, what? Wow. That's no good. Here we are. Damn, let me get 600,000. Yeah, send it to Troy. I think Troy at least would open some Pokemon cards with it. All right, there we go. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it. Did you see Logan Paul opening base set on stream the other day? Oh, yeah. It was LaFlame was telling me a little bit about that. Yeah, LaFlame pointed out that Logan Paul was still... He was on stream with another popular YouTuber. It was Aiden Ross. That was that guy who hosted a stream with Donald Trump during the Donald Trump campaign. And people kind of cited Donald Trump's, interviews with these young streamers as part of his ability to get, energize young male voters. All right, I don't think this was a success. This is out. There it goes. Okay, here's Wobbuffet. Poor Wobbuffet. And Mega Mew. Ooh. I've been here since you started. Love coming by now and again. Oh, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Yep, we just keep going and going and going. Abraham G. Rios. Black Flame Korean box. Black Flame Korean box. I believe I have to step out and get this box for you guys, okay? TCA still going as well. Oh, I have so much respect for him. He's such a cool guy. I like him a lot. He is such a great... His collection will make my collection look small. He's real good, man. He's all the way into the hobby. All in. All right. I always thought that TCA Gaming would start up his own rip and ship and be hugely successful from it, because the most important part of a rip and ship is to order from somebody who's trustworthy, and he just oozes trustworthiness. So he's got that in spades, but he doesn't monetize it. If you think about it, that's my perspective on him. He has the sort of he has the sincerity, the authenticity feeling. Like, here's a guy who's really just into Pokemon. You know what I mean? But he doesn't ever monetize it, and he should. I think he has done something like that, though. But I think he's had live streams and stuff. You are? All right. How close is he to 100K? He's got to be getting close. I think last time I checked, he was at like 70 or something like that. Is he at 100K? Let's see. He's at 80. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's going to hit 100 as well. All right. That's a long climb from 80 to 100, though, you know. We're at, what are we at? We're at like 96 or something like that, right? Let's see. Our subscribe count is at 96,600. Ooh, we're getting closer, guys. 96,600. You Your recommendation to a friend who collects cards, it makes a big deal, a big difference to what we do over here. So I appreciate anyone who takes the time to introduce their friend to this channel. I really do. I respect that. Thank you. Mister, you should do a cooking stream and cook Asmongold's $2 steak. Yeah, I think you said that the other day. I cooked some steak tonight. It was nice. No other streamers are using opening Pokemon to draw in new viewers. Now other streamers are using opening Pokemon cards to draw in new viewers. Oh, that's fascinating. Mr. Now at 96.6. Mr. Economist, for the longest time, I had no idea you were like an old retired war veteran because of your voice. That's funny. You know, I've had a lot of people say that I sound older than I am. Maybe I have a raspy voice. I don't know. What is your best dish that you make? Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. My best dish. Let me think about it for a second. My best dish that I make. I mean, I'm really, really good with soups. Yeah, I've been cooking soup for a long, long time, and I just kind of have a real good concept of soup at this point. So, but it could be just about any kind of soup. Yes. So I make a lot of soups. Soups are tricky because they're watered down food, right? That's what a soup really is. It's food with a lot of water in it. So you end up having to become almost like an expert at seasoning water. Yeah, but soups, man, they're good. Soups, I'm real good with the Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know. I've cooked pretty much everything. Can't really think of anything I really struggle with. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like soup. You make pho? No, I don't make any pho. There you go. All right. Ready? So this is for Abraham G. Rios. Cold. Okay. Cold. Ooh. Very nice. Here's a hollow. Can you make a mean hamburger? Ooh, I don't cook hamburgers very often. I'm not a big fan of hamburgers. When we were younger, we made a lot of hamburgers, you know, with the ground meat, and then you would do you'd mix all the seasonings and like garlic and all that into the meat. You cook it on the grill. I've never enjoyed it. Here's this. Okay, here's a hollow. Here's a cold one. All right. I make a lot of potato dishes because that's what my wife likes to eat. She likes potatoes. So I do a lot with potatoes just because of that. Here's Absol. Like I'll make a hash browns with potatoes where it's made out of fresh potato. And you shave it up into small cuts, right? Like a hash brown. You wash the starch out. You dry it. And then what you do is you cook those potatoes, you start frying them, and you put onions on top of the potatoes, right? Then eventually when you flip, you get the onions start to kind of fry into the potatoes. But then you also have a couple other ingredients, jalapeno and some kind of sausage. You pick a good tasting, high quality sausage, not a cheap one, right? So a good sausage in there, and then you can sprinkle some kind of cheese on top if you want, like Parmesan. Has a really strong umami flavor. Parmesan's a good one. I guess we don't do the cheese on top very often. But we've done that before. But yeah, I've just gotten really good at seasoning those potatoes and frying them and getting a nice crispy crunch on them and all that stuff. Yes. All right. If you mix pork and garlic and ginger to make a burger and then make mayo sriracha to make a sauce. Yeah, everyone uses sriracha, man. Sriracha. Yeah. You got the garlic chili sriracha or whatever. Yeah. I learned a lot of Korean and Asian dishes a long while back. We used to live right next to a Korean food store. And so I learned a lot of noodle dishes and a lot of soup dishes from that. And I got really good at cooking miso as well. Miso, but that's another soup. Miso and just, making decent ramen and all that. Here's this. I actually did the whole emulsified bones and all that with tonkatsu ramen one time. So I went through that whole thing, and I only did that one time. And then I tried to make it a second time, but I did a trick with the chicken breast where instead of boiling chicken bones, I blended chicken breast into like a paste, and then I put that into the broth so that you would have, because what I learned from the emulsified bone broth is that it's basically like essence of chicken. And I'm like, so what if you just took chicken and turned that into the actual soup broth? And it was really weird. It was almost like eating, how do you describe it even? It's like, what do you compare it to? It's almost like sawdust. It wasn't really good. I mean, it tasted good, but the texturing was very strange. I don't think it would catch on. There it is. But yeah, so it was a blended chicken breast into a puree. But I've done all kinds of tricks like, you know, the burnt garlic, burnt onions, and all that kind of stuff, and burnt peppers, and there you are. All right. My dad was obsessed with cooking when I was younger. He was really crazy. He was always trying to cook something. All right. Ooh. Baking baked with cooked condiments. The thing is, I've cooked a lot because when I was younger, we had a family of 11, and that virtually meant no eating out at all. You couldn't afford it. So you had to cook everything at home. And so part of the rules were the kids did the cooking because my mom didn't want to cook 24/7. So there was breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. You know, 4 pots, 13 plates, 13 forks, 13 cups, 3 times a day. Imagine the volume of dishes. I was in charge of the dishes. So, and I was the one who got to do the most cooking because everyone preferred my cooking over the other kids. And often that was because when I would take a bite of something, I would really be thinking like, what is someone experiencing when they bite into this food? So I think I have like a very literal brain where I take a bite and I go, that's rosemary. I'm tasting rosemary. Is that good? You know, or you take a bite of like paprika or something like that, and you're like, that's paprika, that's cumin, that's you know, and you think about it, and you think about it in your head what the flavors are like, and you go, do I like this? Do I hate this? Here we are. So desserts are really clever, a way to describe how cooking works. How many of you guys have just taken a spoonful of sugar and just eaten it? Probably not many of you guys, because it doesn't taste good. I mean, you could do it, but it's just no one really wants to do that. Or how about a scoop of oil? How many of you guys just scoop up a tablespoon of oil and just eat a tablespoon of oil? Or a scoop of flour? No one does that. But you mix oil, sugar, and flour together, and all of a sudden you have this delectable treat. So that's cooking in a nutshell. Cooking is when you figure out, you mix a couple things together, and all of a sudden it's yummy. It's like a trifecta. And if you eat those ingredients separate, it's kind of gross. So that's what cooking is, mixing stuff together like chemistry. All right, strawberries and sugar are amazing. Parmesan's the best cheese in the world. It's got to be the best cheese in the world. I actually agree a lot with you. Like, I like brie cheese. Brie cheese on crackers is very good. Brie cheese has that slightly, like, weird, pungent, mushroomy flavor. I don't know where that comes from. Like, if it's some kind of moldy thing on the rind, or I don't know what it is. But so brie cheese always has that slight off flavor that I really like about it. But that's just for cheese and crackers, which I don't eat anymore because it's super unhealthy. It's like eating fat. Like, how fast can I get fat? So I had to cut that out of my eating habits because that's no good for you. But the Parmesan is really high up there because you can really taste it. There's a lot of cheeses. You can't taste them. But Parmesan's a very strong flavor. Parmesan, Asiago's a really strong flavor too. And that's why it's so enjoyable. So you have cheeses that are like mozzarella is almost just like it's like cottage cheese almost. And then cheddar's a little bit better. Swiss, I don't like Swiss. I've made up my mind on Swiss. It's a boring cheese. Swiss is a boring cheese. And you got some other soft cheeses that are really just different ways of eating butter, I feel like. But Parmesan's on another level, man. It's got that sharp, rich flavor. Really good. All right, let's see. And that's why Parmesan almost falls into the category of being a seasoning. Zen Collectibles, time for shipping. Don't forget, the PSA 10, Lycia's Appeal. All right, you got it, man. No problem. No problem. Thanks for your patience with me. I ran into a seasoning I've been using a lot. I've mentioned it before. It's a seasoning I've never used before. And it's just called umami flavored seasonings. And on the back of it, there's 2 main ingredients in it. It's some sort of like porcelain mushroom or something like that, and shiitake mushroom. And what they did was they just ground that down into a dust. So you can dust your food with mushroom. Oh my God, it's so good. I eat it on everything now. I eat it on like boiled eggs. It's so good. It's one of my favorite flavors. It's called umami flavored seasoning. And it's just mushrooms, basically, that they dried out and turned into a seasoning. Very clever. All right. Please remove any bulk from my bag. Okay, let's take a quick look at that, Mr. Zen. We got some bulk here. And we got some bulk here. Probably going to have to take another look at that. I think I saw those doggy cards. Ho-ho! There you go. How about that? This comes from Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. It's on the menu right now. It's the box topper. You have to get lucky and pull that as a box topper. Core never talked about his cooking. Oh, I've been watching cooking shows since I was like a kid. And so I guess I really enjoy watching cooking too. So I guess I'm passionate about food, you could say. All right, so a bunch of these guys. This is both Zen, right? Zen and Zen, yes. I like good tasting food. I like it when food is really good tasting, and yet you know it's like not junky fast food either. You know what I mean? Yes. Just food that's been cooked real good. So it's like when you discover food that's mostly healthy. Mostly, I should say. It's mostly healthy, and yet it tastes really good. You're like, oh, I could eat a lot of this. That's the sweet spot, isn't it? Like sushi's kind of in that category, as long as you get the sushi that's not covered in garbage like mayonnaise or whatever. All right, there we go. Yeah, sushi's kind of in that category. Best box topper I ever seen. Yeah, I agree. That's a good box topper. This obsidian farm is a bit more manual, but it's a farm that's working. What? She's got an obsidian farm? Okay, Mr. Zenlike. Oh, no, your name's not Zenlike. Your name is... I can't remember your name. I'm going to look your name up in the Weiss app. Oops. Let's see. Oh, found you. Okay. By the look of this house, who may be weekend sucked phone switching knowing police. What? I do not know what you just said. All right, here we have your address all ready to go. We're going to set this to 2 pounds. All right, we're going to select normal package. Need a lot of obsidian if you want to make a gold farm. That's true. It's going to say 4, and this is going to say 4. All right, so that's done. We're going to edit the custom form now. Okay, we're going to set that to 2 pounds. Now we're going to set a value on it. Any idea roughly when you'll be moving? Not for a while. So, you know, ideally we would be moving in the winter or maybe even early next year. But it will take us a while to get rid of some of these cards we got piled up. We got a lot of boxes of cards, and when those are all wrapped up, we'll be closer to saying, okay, we want to go. But we're not moving in like a month. It's going to be a while. All right. Good. Now, what I need to do is add a note from Miss Alexis. Also, Zen. Don't miss his PSA Lysias appeal. All right, so we wrote a nice little note for you so that Alexis cannot miss this. What are you going to be doing with all the bulk? All the bulk. You mean like bulk cards, like bulk boxes? I don't know. I mean, anything that we can't get rid of can actually just be moved to a new home. So we've hired moving teams before, like when we moved from the blue house to this house, which is like just about a 45-minute drive for them, though. Yeah, you can hire a team and they'll pick up every single box in your home, but it's better to have it all gotten rid of ahead of time, because I think that the weight of the truck affects the total cost of the move. And if we move somewhere far like Nevada or Florida, that's going to be really expensive and just take more man hours from the people who are helping us with the move. So we want to have as little as possible by the time we're ready to go. Okay. Looking at this, whose weekend was sucked witching their phones, then calling the police? What are you going to be doing with all the bulk? I was saying we question your cases because Jessica's necessary phone cargo Monica dear is literally kawaii. What? All right. We're jumping back over to the queue. We have an order of Saul Jimenez. Can I get 6 of the Carddass Nikke packs? Yes. 6 of these. So this is also Nikke, and they're really cheap right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's for Saul Jimenez. Oops, slab tipping over. All right. I heard that Alberta, Canada is interested in exploring seceding from Canada. What do you guys think of that? That would be awkward. All right. They're not super happy with the guy who won. It's kind of like when Texas says they're going to leave. Me, will everything I bought yesterday go out on the next shipment because I paid for shipping on Friday? I think it'll work out that way, yeah. I think it'll work out that way. All right, here's this. I wonder if Alexis will come in to ship on Tuesday. She did not show up on Monday. Here's this. Oh, the Angel Girl. Okay. Ho-ho. Carefully clothed girl. They are a huge in-oil production in Alberta. Drill, baby, drill. There it is. Yeah, well, what I understand is Mr. Carney's policies include a lot of, like, energy caps or something like that. Emissions caps. There it is. And you guys, or whoever's in Alberta, is not a huge fan of those things. All right. There's that. 2 packs left. Ah, the jailbreak girl with normal-sized boobs. What is holding her boobs together? It's just like a simple pad. Okay. Indiana is trying to change its boundaries line with Illinois. Oh, that's cool. Does Illinois disagree with this? Haran. All right, very nice. Saul Jimenez with an SA. Ooh. Let's jump over here. Haha. Ooh. Yes, they do. Oh. It'd be so easy if they just agreed, yeah, let's make that change. They're like, hell no, bro. This is our state. All right, there's nobody in the queue. That means there's no wait time at all if you'd like to open some cards. Okay, let's see what we got here. So here's 1 gram of gold. And here is, what is this? That's 1/10 ounce of gold. So let's go ahead and start pricing up that 1/10 ounce of gold. All right. Oops. Well, actually, let me go here. Is it this one? I believe it's this one. Okay. Gold Eagle, that's what we have. We have a 1/10 ounce Gold Eagle. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and price this up. Set this here. All right, so that's a price on 1/10 ounce. Okay. The queue is empty. Anyone can send in an order to open stuff up, and you'll have no wait time. Now, this is a 1/4 ounce gold. That's a 1/4 ounce gold that I'm doing 11.80 on. Let's see about this tiger coin, huh? That's Year of the Tiger, minted by Australia. It's going to be a similar thing, 11.80. You don't have to buy these with cash. You can trade for them. Okay. There's that. There's that. And one more. 1 gram and coins for gold grades don't matter. Let's see. Let's throw this out. Tossing this over here. I prefer to always buy graded. I've heard coin guys say that grading doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, why do so many people do it? And I'll tell you why they do it. It's because a lot of people actually prefer this. Like, think about it. You get this nice holder. You get this authentication sticker on the back. That's nice. So that, you know, it's easier to transact with a random individual rather than a big bullion dealer. Like your coin guy, he's not scared of getting fake gold. He's got all the gold testing machines. He's got experience. He knows what he's doing. When he sells to you, he knows you trust him. But for guys like me and guys like you, we're just novices hanging out here. So it's better for us to have these graded coins that say, yup, it's really a gold coin. And the MS-70 is kind of nice. It's the equivalent of a PSA 10. So it's saying, yeah, this is really a gold coin. You don't have to wonder, maybe TCC is getting bad gold from somebody. No, look, it's authenticated. And so I'm getting real high quality gold. And you don't have to wonder about what you're buying. So, no, I disagree with him every coin guy here says the same thing. Oh, don't grade your coins. It's just a waste of money. And I've heard people say that about Pokemon too, and I don't agree with them either. I like authentication. All right. Damn gold, guys. I saw a video about graded coins. Coins can get damaged easily. Graded coins won't get damaged and maintain a great condition. Yeah, that's another nice point. So, I mean, it would just maintain, you know, no fingerprints, no touching, no oxidization from, or whatever, for grease from the fingers, whatever that is. I like all that kind of stuff. All that appeals to me. And so I like all that kind of stuff. Oops. There we go. Wow, the half-ounce gold went up. All right. Never said bad. Just dealers won't pay a premium for graded metals. Oh, of course. Well, I mean, you have to imagine part of that is because they don't want you to be able to get a good deal on your graded coin. That's it. So they're like, yeah, I'll buy a graded coin is what they'll say. Like, we'll buy them, but we won't give you good money for them. And that's their way of getting your graded coin at a better price. You should just tell them, well, screw you, I'm going to go list it on eBay. You know what I'm saying? Just go list it on eBay. You don't need those guys. Yeah, they want to get your grade. What do you think they prefer? Do you think they prefer ungraded gold or NGC MS70 graded gold? Which one do you think they prefer? Without them telling you their opinion, which one do you think they prefer? The one that hasn't been graded or the one that's been authenticated and is in a nice holder? Duh, it's this one. This one's always going to be more valuable by like whatever, like 40 bucks or something like that. But this one. And as a shopper, I always prefer this one myself, but there's probably gold guys who don't prefer it. But look how many graded coins there are. There's so many. Like, why would they all be getting graded like this if nobody likes it? Somebody likes it. Okay, so these coins are available for trade now. There. How nice is that? And we've still got the 1 gram gold. He also said the 1 gram gold doesn't matter, but this is the fastest selling gold for me. So from a business perspective, people really like the 1 gram gold. It's the easiest one to acquire. It's within their budget. And yes, it costs more. There's a premium. But I guess that's the cost of having a small piece of gold. I don't know. It's what people want. So, yeah, I hear that from the coin guys all the time. There you are. All right. I've watched probably thousands of videos on gold and silver. If you didn't know that, I digest humongous amounts of videos on gold and silver. I don't know why. I don't know why. Nobody told me to do it. I just did it in my free time. Love watching the videos on coins. I saw a video about graded coins. Coins can get damaged easily. Graded coins won't get damaged and maintain great condition. Never said bad. Just dealers don't pay a premium for graded metals. In all seriousness, can they phone trust gathering before caravan planning Shabbat off different hills? Simon, I feel like you're messing around, man. And Troy Mouse says, like, duh, guys. I like, duh. All right. You should shock them with this. Shock them with this right here. Here's a here's a graded plastic coin that probably sells for more than gold. Show them one of those. It's a Pokemon coin. Ooh, look at that Mewtwo. Lovely. Here's a expensive Charizard. He needs to be updated. Here's a Lugia. He needs to be updated. And here is a Slowpoke. So we got lots of nice, clever slabs up here. 1 gram preferred. Yeah, people like the 1 gram. That's the one that sells the most. All right, let's check out this Charizard 7. We have no orders in the queue. No orders in the queue. No wait time on having your order open, by the way. I think people might be all out of money. Let's see. Oops. Close that up. We're going to go over here. So, back over here, let's get this Charizard. PSA 7, Carddass, Charizard. Mister, I sent you a message in Discord earlier. Yes, we got to get you the Charizard cache updated for the Charizard that got slabbed away, correct? We got to get that done for sure. There it is. I think I'm going to do that when the stream's over, okay? I should have done it earlier. Everything just kind of rolls into itself time-wise. It is. All right, so he has actually changed in price. He's going to be $560. Man, I took a nap. I must be tired. You must be Arturo Perez. You took a nap. All right. Good. Okay. All right. Very nice. Here's Mewtwo. How about this Lugia, huh? Down into the depths of Lugia Hollow. From Pokemon the Movie 2000. Graded 8. Oh, yeah, it deserves an 8. This time it's not real. He's actually a little demon. What? Don't know what you're talking about, man. All right. It's a lovely Lugia card. It didn't sell for $100. PSA 8 for $100. We're going to lower it to $90. This one might be set to go off onto eBay. Okay. Slowpoke. Lunatone. This is a card that's been rotating on this table for a while. And he hasn't sold, but I don't think it's a big deal because he's so rare. But you know, I think I need to start listing some of these on eBay soon. Legend Maker. Yep, can't find one for sale. I could raise the price. I could lower the price. I don't know. Looks like he was last priced on $325. I tell you what, let's take a look at Legend Maker Reverse Hollow. Legend Reverse. Let's say Legend Maker. And let's get rid of Lunatone. So we're just going to look at all the Legend Maker Reverse Hollows. Set this to buy now. All right, we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that over here. Yeah, I'd say 240 is probably just about right from what I'm seeing. So our Lunatone has a perfect swirl. That's what makes ours so good. Check this out. Right by his nose. See that? Really good swirl right by his nose. Isn't that pretty? So that's pretty special when it comes to an old vintage slab like this with such a low population. Here's a population of what, 16? Can we see the brakes? Yeah, I'd be happy to show the brakes off. Let me just get this real fast. I'll leave this guy at 240. I think he's just about right at that price. But yeah, he's got a fantastic swirl on him. That's something you can't find in every version of this card. So there's only 16 PSA 10s. This might be one of the best versions of the 10s. So we got a new rare candy break. That's the news. Lugia, 1 in 21 odds. Way better odds than the Rayquaza. Remember, Rayquaza was 1 in 35. This is 1 in 21. Way lower. We have this Omastar is up to 2 out of 6. 4 spots remain. Cynthia is still here. 5 spots left on Garchomp. We've got Quest Vaporeon sticker break. No interest in that so far. And we've got this gym break. Okay. And then we've got this mega break. The mega break's gotten closer. Mega break's down to 3 spots. Fossil Sublist, 4 spots. It is. We canceled the Rocket Box break. We still have this Brilliant Stars break, though. So Brilliant Stars is still going. And we have a new person in the Team Rocket break. So the Team Rocket break is closer. This with 4 people in it, 4 out of 11. We need 7 more people. Finally, one of the closest breaks that will probably end very soon. Lance's Charizard. The Jumbo Lance's Charizard is a wonderful slab. Going to be probably really expensive over time, in my opinion, because it's Charizard and it's Lance. And we've got nothing like this in the hobby other than this one right here. Try 1 and 2, Jim, but maybe I need to sleep more. Mister, would you go cage diving with great white sharks? Would you live stream it? Nah, I'm not going to do that. Show the breaks for Strawberry, mister, please. Well, that was a great segue into our outro because I can tell we have slowed down pretty significantly. And I don't want to waste too much time if we're not getting any new orders. Because I can wrap up and go relax now. And I don't get enough relaxation. So I would love to take a break from the stream and just have an early night. What's today, by the way? It's Monday or is it Tuesday? Today's Monday. And, you know, here are my thoughts about the Monday nighttime stream. We had a daytime stream that ran 2.5 hours, nearly. And it was shockingly busy. Like, there was just so much going on so rapidly. The daytime stream is becoming the faster-paced stream. So we might change the stream slightly to be like, maybe each stream is 3 hours long, get a total stream time of 6 hours for the day. Maybe something like that. I don't know. But the nighttime can just stretch on if it wants. It's just up to whether or not we get the orders to justify it. Yeah, but the daytime stream might be given more time as a result of its unusual popularity. I don't know what caused it to be so popular. Don't forget to take down the Fates Collide from the menu. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. We had that probably on the menu as a break, didn't we? Vintage box break, Fates Collide. Yeah, we canceled the Fates Collide box break. I'm glad we did. That needed to come down. Nobody was jumping in. That was really slow. There was like one guy had 3 spots. And then there were like 2 spots were pulled out of the Poke Shuffle. And yeah, it was pretty bad. People just didn't want to buy it. I guess that's just how it is. But I really like those old box breaks. They're very special when they go off. It's popular because everyone is awake. Yeah, that's a fair point. You were up pretty late with this late night stream. I think it's going to be fun when we get new products in too. I'm ready for some new products to start arriving. I don't know what we have coming up, what I've pre-ordered or not, but yeah, I'm ready to see some new stuff. You know, you can only open the same card sets for a while, and then you got to try something new, right? And maybe we'll add some more stuff to that moving sale menu. I know we've got more stuff that we'd like to add. I just haven't done that yet. Can I put a few cards in the Poke Pot? Says Mr. Aaron Breckens. You're Aaron Breckens. What's the name of your bag? The name of your bag's slightly different from your YouTube name, right? We haven't done the Poke Pot at all, have we? Adam Pashuis. So, Adam, did you say a few cards? All right. Oh, yeah, you got this bag, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about 5 rolls? Would you like that? That's the bulk packs. I forget about those. If you look on our menu, we sell something new. They're called bulk packs. And a bulk pack contains just like junk cards. But the fun part about them is you can donate them all to the Poke Pot and roll for the Poke Pot if you'd like. Alex gets one. All right, 1 roll for Alex. Here's what the Poke Pot's looking at like nowadays. It's pretty much all the way full. That's a whole box of cards. Now, that's 1. So that was for Mr. Alex, and it was cold. Now you get 4 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, ooh, 4. Landing on 4, 4, 3, and 5. There it is. Pretty hard to land 4 of a kind, isn't it? It filled up fast with the new rule set. Yeah, it filled up fast because it's too easy to roll 3 of a kind. People roll 3 of a kind very fast. So rolling 4 of a kind is difficult. All right, but we got more of these bulk packs. If anyone wants them, they're $4 per bulk pack. And they really are just random junk cards. It's Destined Rivals. Would you guys like a Destined Rivals break I can do a Destined Rivals break, but it's going to be ridiculous. It is going to be ridiculous, the Destined Rivals box break. The black and white set comes out on June 6th in Japanese jerk. In Japanese jerk. They're jerking it over there? Crazy, man. Yeah, that's probably, people are probably interested in that new Japanese set. You're right. Hey, yo, that's a big Pokepot. Destined Rivals is going to be so good. Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be fun to pull the English version of that Mewtwo, but we never pulled the Japanese version of the Mewtwo either. I feel like I should just take a whole box of the Japanese Rocket set and just open it for myself and just do like a big submission of Rocket cards. Destined Rivals coming out on May 30th. That's long. That's further away than you think. That's enough time to have 3 children and you'd be surprised how slow that feels. So you have something to do in the meantime. But yeah, we can do something like a box break, a pre-sale box break if you guys would like to do that. If Logan Paul opens another first edition box near the 30th anniversary, the hobby will go nuts, says Aaron Breckens. Maybe. Or maybe he won't get that much attention for it. You know what I'm saying? And if he doesn't get much attention, yeah, I mean, it will, maybe you'll have a reverse effect. Maybe people will feel like it doesn't really matter what Logan Paul does. And maybe Pokemon will start sliding. Pokemon's got to, it's been rising so much, it's got to retract at some point. It's got to crash at some point because it's just been going up, 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 up. I was checking the price of my HODLs, my boxes and all, and I was really shocked at the prices. We have a Miss Sarah Dusenberry order. Bust out the secret stash of celebrations. Yeah, I got some celebrations, true. 1 spot for the Quest of Vaporeon and 8 Poke Shuffle. Oh, cool. Okay, so somebody's going into the Quest of Vaporeon. All right, you got it, Miss Sarah. There we are. So this is a very extremely rare card from 2018. There it is. It looks like Minecraft. Probably one of the rarest cards. If you pull it, it'll be the rarest Vaporeon that you own. Oh, right. I got these couple extra slabs to price up, too. There it goes. Okay. We're going to say Quest. Quest. Used a little sticker for that. Quest sticker is going to move up to 1. Good. Sounds like my music paused again. Did it pause? No, it did not. Just being quiet right now. All right, check this out. So we got this Zelda. I don't like that right there. Oh, wow. The encapsulation's actually pretty good. That's nice. We had to do stuff with our encapsulation to test out the strength of our slabs, too. Look at that. Not bad at all. Look at this. Our slabs are stronger than TC. Oh, yeah, your Poke Shuffles. I was going to destroy this because I don't like the way it looks. I don't like this little fuzz up here, this little white on the sticker. All right, you ready? So 8 Poke Shuffles. Good luck. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Tell them, Strawberry. We got Beware. Oh, man, that's a cold round. I'm sorry, Sarah. That is a cold round. Ah, sucks. There it is. We have an order also for Kendo Pelor, 2 hollow summer boxes. Okay, let me go get those. Be right back. All right. Oh, I brought a bunch because they're so cheap. Because I know these are probably going to sell through. We got to pull you a stamp. Boo. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm hissing. I'm booing and hissing. Ready? Okay. All right. Good. Snipping that. Snipping this. Snipping these. All right. How nice. We've got red-haired girl. Scary portal girl. The big horns. Girl looking and holding her hand up to her eyes. Meow cat girl. Meow. Okay, meow cat girl. That's pretty nice. Whatever she's supposed to be, girl. Wasn't she like the sports character or something? I can't remember. Girl with a lot of hair. Girl with a lot of hair. But it's a different color. Blue-haired girl. Foxy wolf girl. Another blue-haired girl. Blonde, long-hair girl. And ta-da! Super long-hair girl. All right. It's kind of funny we've had these so long that we're in a brand new summer. Quick! Somebody buy out these Hololive summers. They're hot. Nah, I think everyone's sleepy at this point. Ooh. Sorry, these have any value at all? These gotta have some value, right, Kendo? Those right there? They seem like they have some value. What's this back here? Kurt Irig. Kyle Kitchen. Inspired bag. We are officially out of room in this box. Kano Zone. Kano Zone. Why does that sound so familiar? Kano Zone. Okay. Good. Thank you. We have Palvong bulk pack for 10 Pokepots. All right, this is a bulk pack. It's just bad cards. What you could do with it is donate it to the Pokepot. You don't have to. We can put it in your bag. Let's see what you would have got. Maimamon, Gabumon, and a couple others. Carddass Little Mermaid, Sonic, Mom Bomb, Sonic, Utopia the Lightning, Mickey, ha 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 ha, and another Carddass Disney. That's what you get. We're tossing that into the Pokepot. It's funny because the Pokepot's pretty much just full of cards like that. So the whole Pokepot is just junk cards. That's all it is. Just this big thing of junk cards that people have been donating. All right, you ready? Landing on 5564. Ooh. If you have a gluten allergy, does that mean you can't enjoy a lot of food? That's 2. That's pairs. Okay. That was almost pairs. So this is number 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, so close. 7. Okay. 8. 9. And 10. Landed on 2, 3, 3, and 6. It's tough, man. That's actually pretty tough. 4 of a kind, huh? That Pokepot's so full now, though. It's really crazy. Yeah, I don't know about the gluten allergy. I've heard about that. For a while, it was like a big craze. Gluten-free this, gluten-free that. Seems like it just popped up out of nowhere. But I suspect some people really do have a gluten allergy, and sucks for them, because all the yummy things are made out of gluten. Yeah, so I was trying to break this with my hand, and I couldn't. It was too well encapsulated. I'm impressed with our own slab. Nice and strong. I was just practicing taking this apart. Ah, there it is. Nice. Oof. Oof. If you have already read that. What's today? Today's Monday night. That seems like a weak spot on the slab. Ah, there we go. Opens a lot like any PSA slab. I think our wrench is getting worn out. This one's really genuinely tough. I think our slab's tougher than the PSA slab. What the hell? Man, this card does not want to give up. Crazy. Did you say the wrench is worn out? Yeah, the wrench feels like it's really loosened up over the years. Bi-tile cutting pliers. Roger Gray actually gifted us some of those. Ah, there you go. That's kind of giving up there. All right, Legend of Zelda 8. Wow, what a nice card. We're We're not going to regrade that. I wanted to destroy that TCC slab, though. I wanted to test it out. Okay. And that was a good enough slab to test it out on, because I didn't like the way the label looked. Not up to my standards. Yes. Okay. You know, if the label wasn't good enough looking, like if it encapsulated and had an issue, Mr. John was expected to crack the whole thing out without damaging the card inside. And that's a ton of work, as you can see. All right. We got, I think, like 10,000 cards encapsulated by the end of it all. Pretty neat. Wonder how many of those TCC slabs will survive. We know a number of them will survive just because I'm a hodler of TCC slabs myself. I bought a number of them back off the market. Oh, what's this? Mr. Zach is here. He says a box of EB2. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Mr. Zach. Yeah, but I want to show you guys something real cool. Watch this. I noted this today. Okay, if we just come over here. So, of course, I look for my own slabs on the market. And check this out. Right here, Probstein. Like official Probstein auctions. How cool is that? That's our slab. That's neat. I wonder who gave it up to Probstein. Somebody who didn't want to grade it, I suppose, or sell it. This one says 1,142. I think I was still doing it at that point. I don't think John did this one. I think this one was one of mine. Yep. Pretty neat, right? All right. Very good. I think one day we'll be grading cards again, but it's going to take a little while. I'm still waiting on 3 TCC grades from April 2024. 2024? You mean 2025, right? Because if it's 2024, we got to look into that right away. Save that Zelda. There we have it. Bring back TCCG. I'm thinking about taking the encapsulator and moving it upstairs. This, actually, you know, if I could set it upstairs where my wife likes to draw, I could teach her to encapsulate her own drawings, and then she could draw and encapsulate the card at the end and be done. All right. Now, I don't think having the encapsulator upstairs makes any sense, though. It's so noisy, and you have to crack slabs sometimes. It just makes such an awful mess. Here's this guy. Here's this guy. Ship the encapsulation machine to Tammy's house and get her to work. All right, I'll do it. Here's this. Nah, she wouldn't like that. It's genuine hard work. There you go. All right. Here's a hollow, a hollow, a hollow, another hollow. This thing, oh, I never saw them in the returns channel. I shipped out last in January 2025. What's the name? What's the name on the card you were expecting to have graded? April, huh? That's a big deal because those are becoming a year old. So you got to let me know a little bit more about those. You're saying you shipped out, but you didn't receive them? Yeah, what was the name on them? Okay. The returns channel got locked. That's what happened. Okay. So that is all for you, Mr. Zach. Oh, lovely. It was 2 poker cards and a full art Japanese Metagross. All right, no problem. But what name do you think we would have used on those? Joshua Ramos? Okay, so now I got a name, Joshua Ramos. I'm gonna look those up in a second. Okay, I'm gonna see if we actually might have done those. Okay. Mr. Zach Stex, thank you so much. Okay, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I don't have to go very far for this. So, where did I place these? There's a couple that got finished that we never showed. Where did I put them, though? Well, they were just here like a minute ago. Where did I set them? Oh, here they are. All right. I got them right here, Mr. Josh. Looks like I have a card for 6 too, weirdly enough. And this one's for Tammy. Huh. Weird. Alright. So I've had them right here. I guess because you never spoke up, I never retrieved them. Alright, you ready? Yeah, what happened was the old submission channel, the old returns channel got shut down, basically. So first of all, we have this one. And this is actually for 6. Ever had cards you sent to get graded go missing? I've had them get destroyed. And then this one's for Tammy. Okay. Good. Okay, so there they are, Slowpoke, Dragonair. That was Tammy and 6. Now, these were finished for you a long time ago. Never updated. There they are. This is Joshua Ramos. Throw that over there. So, Palkia, King of Diamonds, 10. Infernape, Platinum deck, 3 of Spades. Good. And Metagross. Metagross got a nice pristine 10, huh? That's nice. All right. Yeah, those are yours, man. Crazy, huh? That's underneath the sleeve. That Metagross is nice. He looks nice. Joshua Ramos. Tornfernate. Joshua Ramos. Okay. And this last one. Mr. Aaron Breckens looks sad. Joshua Ramos. We also have some TCC cards that were graded that were just never claimed. Like, for example, we had a guy with us, his name was Fang, and he never claimed his cards. He just abandoned them. It is. All right, beautiful. Good. I think we are done for the night, guys. It is 5 a.m. in the morning, and the activity has slowed down to a slow enough point that I think we can say goodnight. So we're going to hop off, and we'll be back on for Tuesday. I don't know how busy Tuesday will be. It might not be busy at all. You never know. The pattern usually is that Sunday is slow, Monday is busy, and then Tuesday is slow again. So it might be a slow Tuesday tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I'll be there, and we're going to continue these cool breaks. A couple of them are pretty close, like the Charizard's only got 3 spots left on it. And that's the popular thing on the channel right now are these breaks. But, you know, we've been having a lot of these EB2 boxes getting open too. So I had a lot of fun with you guys tonight in the late night stream. We streamed for 3 hours and 40 minutes on this one. So if you had that with the daytime stream, which was like 2.5 hours, that's like a total stream time of, what is that, like 6 hours? So we actually streamed for about 6 hours today total. That's a lot of stream time. We didn't do a small amount, but it's being split more heavily in the nighttime or into the daytime. Pretty weird. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, everybody.